You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. A partner to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I'll be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you would not know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, so much, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time. I won't do it. I think it's cause the way you talk to me. Know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been quit frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide and make them something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy to take it easy. Say, feels so easy. Say, easy to love. Easy, you make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feels so easy. Say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy.
WIFTBPM.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my girl Ruthie Moore in the building. What was that, Ruthie? That was the what the what? I'm all kind of messed up right now.
It's Monday.
On a Monday. Oh no, that's wrong day. Tuesday.
Every day.
Tuesday. Oh,
the
Ruthie.
club goes up every day.
Ruthie, you got the fresh twist in the front. I see you.
Cuz somebody told me you was getting a haircut, so I said I'm about to do my hair too. No, I'm just playing. I didn't see that. That wasn't on your schedule.
I was about to say Monday. You know, so Sundays I do. I was a little upset with my barber yesterday. I got the, usually I do the morning thing, but me and the boy decided we were gonna go to
We were gonna go to Longhorn, but the wait for Longhorn was about maybe an hour and 15 minutes.
That's your cutoff?
No, my cutoff is wait.
Are you serious? Not even 20 minutes? I'll probably do 45 if I have to. You just go somewhere else?
What? Wait, first of all.
You done drove there, parked, valeted, and you gonna leave?
First of all, you do not valet at Longhorn. Stop it. Don't front. You get mad. The closest you got to valet at Longhorn, realistically, is if you get one of the electric vehicle spots, which I don't qualify for. Tennille does, though. But did you say valet?
You know what I meant.
No, I don't.
Like after you done parked, probably
it's
had
a parking lot. No, wait. Where do you have to pay to park at Longhorn? Tell me name one.
I don't even know the last time I've been to a Longhorn.
Okay, so you don't pay at no. Now you know you don't pay at Suburban restaurant. Now, unless you go to Oak Brook and they trying to be fancy. Like my whole thing is, like you ever been to them restaurants where they got valet parking, but the whole parking lot is empty,
and you just park in it yourself.
And they got like 6 spots, and I do still do it though.
Especially if it's a white guy in the front.
Not really. I just want to make the white guy take my keys. I just like to flip the keys. Like black dude, I'd be like, I got it, but I feel bad when it's a black valet, which it ain't never one.
I was gonna say I have not seen a black valet ever.
You know, we used to have a black valet company downtown.
No.
Yeah, we did.
Y'all hire black people?
It was owned, and yes. My man Ugg Duck from MIS, who was in the who was giving credits in the Kanye Genius. Yep. You know, it's like I was managing rappers and they had second lives because, you know, in Chicago it really wasn't an industry. So you rapped at night and you worked in the daytime. And so everybody started coming over hustles. Like, man, my man DJ Opski, who was the who is now Cat Williams' official tour DJ, celebrity DJ to the stars as well. DJ Opski started out working at a temp agency, staffing nurses. And then ultimately became did pretty well for himself as a nursing consultant. Falaire Carter, PDC, he worked at the Polo store. So it was just a double. So they was always fresh to death. I mean, when you think about like all the like people worked at George's Music Room and all of those places, and then you'd be in the industry at night, and it'd be like during the day you'd be at a job and you'd be telling people like, you don't even know I'm a star at night. One day I'm gonna take this job and shove it.
One day.
But yes, alas, that was what it was like in the day. We're gonna talk about Genius a little bit. I'm gonna talk a little TV today at the end of the show because there's some things we got to be aware of. Riis, do you watch Power? With the Book of Tommy?
I didn't watch last night.
But do you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you watch Euphoria?
Yeah, that's a pretty wild one. I'm waiting for the whole season. I think the last episode was yesterday, wasn't it?
We're gonna talk about that. That show is like scarily, crazily like, oh my God. But I must tell you, Zendaya, I mean, like, she's a real actress. Like, for real. Like, I was like, oh, Zendaya in Spider-Man. This Euphoria stuff.
It's good.
It's tragic.
Oh.
It's good, but it's like you can't take your eyes away, but it's like, God, I don't want to see this. It's like Percocet. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, dude got one of the dudes on the thing got a tat under his eye. So you know how normally it's a teardrop? Mm-hmm. It's an apple. Like the Apple logo. I'm like, what the what? And then, like, all the kids are like mixed up. Like, everybody is like mixed. Or like
on purpose?
Or mixed. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I keep not understanding, like, the whole, like, this is literally, like, there's literally, like, man, This show is just unbelievable. Euphoria. It's like
it's on HBO, right?
Yes.
I've been seeing the ads.
I'm gonna tell you.
I should watch it.
You probably understand.
Should you like it, Ruthie?
You would.
Really?
Yeah, I think you would.
It's made by like Drake too.
Drake and Future. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want
Drake
to see
and
that.
And
it's
it's
dope. Like
No,
for
I'm
real.
good.
good. I'm glad you said
A
that.
culture vulture?
Ooh.
Never mind.
Well, Future is his wingman now. Well, he's always been his wingman. But anyway, I'm just gonna tell
Future
you this
is-
stuff.
never mind.
And I'm gonna say that they got the.
The soundtrack probably good.
I'm gonna tell you that the show, man, it's something we're gonna talk about later because I don't want to take it away. Man, all right, so man, it's the Maze Jackson show. I forgot to say what's up. Hey, what's up, Ruthie Mo? On a Monday, I was talking about your hair twist because I could see at the top when it be shine, you'd be like, did that be hurting? One time, you know what?
No.
I remember when I was getting I used to get my hair twisted like once a week, right? Man,
That's
I
a
remember
lot.
one time.
One of them came out.
And I was like, uh-oh. I was always fearful of being one of those dreadlock people with lock people
You got soft edges.
with a hole in their head. So I was like, this is
I
the
can't
beginning
do
of the
this.
end. That's the
Getting
beginning
them
of the
done
end.
every week. That might not be too good for your tension.
It was fresh, though. She didn't always go, but it's like I had to be like, I was always scared I was going to get like a merger. You know, like, have you ever seen somebody when they joints be merging, like 10 of them go to one in the middle and they be like, yeah, no. I was always nervous about that.
Sometimes you got to put them together, though, to make your shaft strong. That's why yours was coming out. They probably was too thin.
I don't even know. Man, I used to be fresh, though. I was the first. I used to have braids. I used to get my joints used to be raw than a mug.
Did you have locks or dreads? What y'all call them?
Dreadlocks.
Called them dreadlocks back then?
Yeah. Or
Nah,
dreads.
I ain't saying back then like you super
Dreads.
old.
Nah.
Okay.
You know, did you see what you remember? Then I cut mine off and Big Swill grew his.
You got locks when it was Ungawa.
Yes, it meant something. It meant like at least I knew that black people. I remember when it changed to those in white tees, and it was like, uh-oh, all in my white tee, and Lord,
It's I
Jesus.
bang in my white tee.
See,
I
I-
slang in my white tee.
And it was I destroyed the culture in my white tee.
Good one, Maze. Tragic.
Got
right?
bloody in my white tee, right?
It's dingy now.
Man, remember, okay. Did you know the people that did the white t-shirt? We kind of did the white t-shirts
When
a
did
little
them
bit.
franchise boys?
No.
Oh.
Them franchise boys made a song. Usually when the song comes out, it's on the end.
That's so funny.
It's the end. It's not the beginning. The song comes out, then it's on the way out. Because it took you long enough to be a cultural phenomenon.
But you know, one thing I remember about the white tee era was that it helped a lot of young boys who didn't have money for clothes. They was just putting on a white tee and like some Air Force Ones, and then they had rolled their pants up with rubber bands. That was the look.
Really?
Riis, did you ever roll your pants legs up with rubber bands?
Of course.
Well, we didn't do rubber bands. We used to do the fold over, twist, flip
Oh,
up.
no, see, we wasn't that.
Rubber bands. Why? Because y'all pants was too big. They were too
No,
long.
it
They was
was
dragging them.
no, it was the style. Rubber band man.
You mean, is that the Jeezy era when he had the snowman thing on?
That's the T.I. era too.
Oh no, T.I. was the man now. I remember T.I. had some swag, but did T.I. come out talking about something he could hang with Jay-Z? He wasn't saying that. I think he said he wanted to battle Eminem. I know y'all would probably vote for Eminem. Y'all white boys, save yourselves.
Eminem probably do got more hits.
I don't say it on TV.
You right. I'm just playing.
No, you're not. Oh, I think where did T.I. go wrong?
Gun charge.
Him and his wife.
That's where I think he went wrong. I think the gun charge didn't kill.
Actually, it was politics. That's where he went wrong. And that's when they said, oh, you think you about to move the culture and some votes? We gonna show you. You ain't about to dictate what happened in Atlanta because he was really down there galvanizing people a certain way.
Him and Fat Mike. What's his name?
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike. I got into it with Killer Mike one time on social media. I didn't know who he was. So somebody tagged him and he was like, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, sorry, dog. I never got one of your albums. People was like, yeah, I was like, is like he like Jay-Z famous? Because I must have missed that whole era.
Not quite.
No, I know.
Run the Jewels is a pretty good group.
Who?
Never mind then.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying. I'm just aging. I'm dating myself, okay? There it is. I'm dating myself. I wouldn't be a bad date, though, if I could say so myself. All right, y'all. What?
Gotta go to Lone Star?
Oh, you better fix your face. And so you're clear. So
you ain't like you ain't.
And
the
I
best.
didn't say Lone Star.
What you say?
I said Longhorn.
Okay,
Lone
that's
Star is
different.
different, but if you think that's the difference, then you still you telling on
horrible
yourself. You telling yourself, cause not to be funny.
Wait, which one you went to? Longhorn.
Longhorn, home
okay.
of the best $20 ribeye I could.
Really?
Yes,
Flavorful?
it is. Okay, so if there was a Longhorn closer to me, I probably could save about $100 and something. I definitely would like if there was a Longhorn if there was Longhorn on Uber Eats,
You would get it.
without a doubt, like compared to having to go to like Chicago Cut or something like that, because where can you get a steak, you know what I'm saying?
Once you had a cut, Maze, I don't know.
I'm not saying it's the same. I'm saying no way.
I can't even trick myself no more.
I'm telling you. So that's why it was kind of like we would have had a bad comparison because we went to the Cut the night before, or we had it to go.
Oh, no.
So yeah, it probably would have been not good to do back to back. Then we would have had to taste test. But all right, y'all, look, it's the Maze Jackson Show. My girl Ruthie Moore is in the building. She's sipping her Shampipple. She up in here drinking Shampipple. Talk about she having Jamaican coffee in the morning.
No, it's just regular coffee.
Regular coffee. Well, now regular coffee like your grandma used to have. I'm gonna tell y'all, when I go to Jamaica, I'm gonna have coffee like Ruthie having right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't it called Irish coffee?
That's you talk. You know what? That's
that what
Irish
called?
coffee. Yeah, I call it Jamaican. When I'm in Jamaica, I'm not calling it no Irish coffee because I'm like, give me some Jamaican rum. I don't want no whiskey. Nobody want no damn Jameson. $3 shots. Get out of here, man. That just tell you about to be getting killed. All right, y'all. Let me say what's up to my man in the building. He looking like he got a little funny face on him, Ruthie. We got did any coaches still on anybody this weekend? Did we hit any white guys this weekend? You know, Riis be getting upset. Riis be getting upset when the white guys get hit on the weekend. So I don't know if there was any fights over the weekend. I know a lot of white head coaches lost this week, but hey, y'all. It's my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. DJ Riis the Ruler, how you feeling today, man?
I'm blessed by the best. You already know the rest. How y'all doing today?
We good, man. We good. All right, man. Well, it looks like we all in here. We locked the load. See, look, we done made Riis mad already. He ain't gonna be talking to us all week.
He got on that skull cap that rolled down into the mask. Them make me nervous.
I'll tell you what. If your skull cap rolled down into a mask, did you see that story about the people on in the suburbs? It was like one of them Glen Ellen type, like where they have like rich stores like hidden in the downtown, and the black people not the black people, but the people who wear Scully's like Riis found it. So they all pulled up on the block, right? And they got out with their cars, and then as they started walking to the stores, they rolled their masks there. And they rolled them down, and they turned the ski mask. But before they could get in, the stores locked the door. So they jumped in the car to go to the next store, but they had hit a sent a group text, and they locked all the stores. And so all the people that they was trying to rob.
Wait. You mean they wasn't just trying to comply with the mask mandate by pulling it down over their nose and mouth?
Are you and Riis in the same?
That's a mask now.
That's kind of discriminatory.
Yeah.
They might have a class action.
Go ahead, right. I cannot rob you, so I'm going to sue you instead.
How you know they was trying to rob them?
I'm not saying that. I didn't say
I need to see the camera footage.
Okay.
That sounded a little suspect on it,
All right.
Riis.
Well, when they showed their pull off. See, that's all right. Because when y'all be at the crib talking about
pulled off because you know it was almost
It's
time
all
for
right.
everybody to close. So,
Yes.
so you know how you hit that gas like, man, this one might be open still. So they trying to hit the line.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, just wait until they say no mask allowed. You blacks have ruined it.
Oh God. I was
COVID
just
for
telling you
everybody.
it was finna be a robbery.
No, Maze. They was cold. It was cold this weekend.
It was not this week.
And they was just trying to
It
comply
was
with
on
the
the
mandate.
it was on the hottest days of the last 2 weeks.
If that's your mask, that's your mask.
I know that is. I know. Get you a ski mask. Get you one. See how that work out in Glen Ellen. Don't be like the police.
I'll be knocking on the door. Y'all don't see me standing out here.
I sure in the hell do.
Hey, I would have played
Is
it
it
off.
cold
though.
out there?
I would have played it off.
You supposed to.
I would have played. You wouldn't. I'll get back in my car. No, we gonna open up this door for me.
Not all 6 of y'all though.
2 at a time.
2 at a time, damn it.
Hey,
Look,
I don't like that. I don't do those games.
What, 2 at a time?
I don't do those.
And
games.
no bags?
I don't do those games.
Okay, good. Cause stay out them corner stores.
You want me
then.
to check my bag at the door? No.
I check my bag at the door. I want to check it because I don't be wanting to carry it. I really do. I used to be like, man, I used to beg for a bag check. Because I used to have to follow my mom
That's
around
so
and
funny.
stuff. And my mom would be like, my mom would go shopping. And like, so you had this conundrum. It was like, do you want to go shopping with your mom or do you want to stay home with your old man? If you stay home with your old man, you will have no peace. You will be working all day long. You will be like picking up sticks. And the second you pick up every stick, he's going to be like, how about go get the leaves now? And then he'd be like, so you'd be like, okay, I'm going to go with my mom and go shopping. So you go with your mom, you go shopping, and you'd be like, who wants to go to any of these stores? Like, as a boy, clothes shopping with your mom. So she goes to Madigan's and all, the mall, they have all them little stores along the side. It's the big stores at the end. And she went to every single one and she'll buy something and I had to carry the bag. I used to, as soon as I got to the store, I'd be like, do they have a bag check? Please tell me you have a bag check. Take all these. Then it'd be like you start piling up, then she'll combine all the bags. Man. It's crazy. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Boosie, don't be trying to start this mess in the morning. I remember the day after. And just based on everything that's going on, I just want to let y'all know we are going back to the Washington, D.C. update. You know how we used to do that every Monday? I created that segment, but I think there's so much going on nationally and internationally that we need to do that. So we will be going back to that today. Since Boosie around here talking about
Get prepared.
Right.
Prepared for what?
You didn't see Red Dawn? We should have a Red Dawn. Not the new one either.
Oh, which one you talking about?
The original with Patrick Swayze, with Emilio Estevez, with Jen, the girl who changed her nose from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Janet Jackson.
Jennifer Grey. Thank you very much. Old girl who played in 16 Candles or Pretty in Pink. I can't remember her name either. It was everybody. C. Thomas Howell was in it. And Patrick Swayze was like the football jock who was out of school.
Your movie memory is crazy.
Hey, man. Everybody from the 80s and 90s remembers Red Dawn. Because all you remember is watching the teacher. How the hell they got a black teacher in Wyoming in the 80s? I have no idea. And he was the first person to get shot, minding his own, somebody else's business. They was teaching the class, and he looked out the window, and the Russian parachutes was coming down, and Superfly was leading the team.
Wait, Superfly was in Red
Superfly
Dawn?
was with the he was with the Cubans.
He was really Superfly?
Nah, Ryan
okay.
O'Neal.
Okay.
And then they was like fight, man. Ooh, it was the resistance. It was crazy. I feel like I'm ready to give me a pickup truck. We don't got no mountains to go to though.
So you grew up in a town where it was like Russian fear?
Yes.
Okay,
Like every day we woke up thinking that there could be a potential nuclear war.
I think with my generation, when we think of Russia, we think about like vodka.
Well, that's right now. That's the problem because y'all buying too much damn vodka. These people done thought y'all up here Shiraking
Is Ciroc Russian?
Ain't vodka Russian? Some kind of way they get in the
What?
Come on now. It might be Polish. You know, puffy. They might, But if you want it, that's Vidanya. That's the real vodka. That's what they told y'all to boycott the Russian vodka. So no more Smirnoff.
Oh,
No
okay. Okay.
No Stolik Naya. You don't drink Stolik?
I'm not really a vodka person.
Me either. I'm a tequila person.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going down. So Red Dawn. I'm kind of glad, Ruthie. Look back there. I'm kind of ready. Kind of ready.
My sister said I'll be needing an escape plan.
To where?
That's what I'm. Thank you.
To where?
That's what I said. I said, where we gonna go?
We can go to Pembroke.
Shit. I think you know what? But listen, it's not necessarily because I think we'll survive whatever type of
concentration camps.
No. I don't even want to talk. We ain't got to talk about. But I think we'll survive an initial blast. It's gonna be the after effects that you got to worry about.
I'm gonna be worried about the people with the slimy faces coming to look and see what you still got to eat.
Not the slimy faces.
Man, you ever seen like the pictures of the people?
They like the skin melted off.
Hey, it's too much for me. I'm just telling you. Hey,
dog, your face melted.
Hey, that's why I don't watch none of y'all with them Walking Dead channels and none of that stuff.
Low key, The Walking Dead has prepared me for the zombie apocalypse, though. I got weapons ideas, survival ideas. All you need is a bat with some nails in it.
We've been had that. We've been had them. Lord have mercy, Jesus. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. It's everybody here. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet because Ruthie around here disrupting the plane early in the morning. All right, I am your host, Maze Jackson. Just so y'all know, you do not have to put your mask on. Do you got to wear your mask on a plane? I heard the CDC dropping the mask mandate, too. What is this, science or politics, Ruthie?
Poli-sci.
Ah! That's a good one. That was a good one. The mask mandate drop is poli-sci. I'm going to have to copyright that too. I love me sometimes. I feel like I can't help it. I can though, but I'm going to have to. Michael Jackson, man. Michael Jackson was my inspiration in some cases. What'd you say? Okay, I got you. No problem. Big old bowl. They'd be like, what? One day I'm gonna be like, that's not tea. All right, it's too many inside jokes right now, so we're going to do this. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to finish up the headlines. Then after we finish the headlines, we're going to ask the social media question of the day. Plus, then we're going to talk about Ruthie and them. They finna have Ruthie, when you going to order your Chucks and Pearls, will the new Black woman Supreme Court nominee be enough for Joe Biden to make a return? Plus, we're going to talk about the campaign trail. Black women be women first. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to show you some video from the campaign. You know what I want y'all to start doing too? I want people to start going to campaign events. And I want you all to start recording what you see and sharing the video. And we're going to play back some of the best videos of what we saw and what people say on the campaign trail so that we know what we need to be asking. I had an interesting conversation where somebody said that once again Maze came and blew up an event. And I was like, how did I why do I feel like... Anyway, I'm not going to even go there. We talked about it last week. I'll talk to you about it a little later on. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion has to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:35 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Black Hawks on home ice last night taking on the St. Louis Blues. Hawks unable to score as they will get shut out 4-0. Let's head over to traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 21 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 17. On the Edens, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange will be 28 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 26. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop will be 30 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, just 28. While on the Stevenson in both directions on I-355 will be 30 minutes. The Bishop Ford, 34 minutes from I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 28 minutes to I-80, while the Dan Ryan is 13 minutes to the Loop. 19 minutes to the Loop, 13 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive, 55th to Jackson and back will be 7 minutes and 8 minutes north. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 30 degrees and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 50 and a low of 30. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now back to the Mays Jackson Show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around. From glory to Gethsemane, to God to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane, to God to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane, to God to the grave, from the grave. Glory to Gethsemane, to God to the grave, from the grave. Dear Lord, it's me again. God's gonna turn it around. I'm calling on you. You did it before. I believe that you can do it again. Somebody calling you right now, Lord. If it ain't one thing we need, somebody else needs you for another. Please, son, look and have mercy. Have mercy over our home, Lord. Have mercy. Have mercy.
You are a little too much. It's too much. I was like, hold on, this is not a cookie. This is the Mays Jackson Show.
Woo!
This is the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my girl, Ruthie Moore. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. And I got cookies, but we're going to talk about that in a
That's
minute.
the way the cookie crumbles.
It does not seem as though it's going to crumble. Like, it might grow. It's like I'm waiting for, I was like, let's do the
cookies.
Okay. We're going to talk about this in a minute. This is the Mays Jackson Show because I got to be careful. We got the Saints. Saints start at 6:30, so I want to say welcome to the Saints. WBGX 1570 AM. Thank you to everybody who tunes in on us Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8 on WBGX 1570 AM. Thank you to everybody who tunes in to us Monday through Friday, 6 to 9. The sinners, as I like to call them, who get here at 6, 8 to 9. Saints join us on the Big Gospel Express every day from Monday. Every day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 9. This is the Mays Jackson Show. Ruthie, what's in the bag? Cookies. I smell these cookies. They don't smell like cookies. I did I put up, and I was like,
You know what I be getting tired of?
What?
People telling me to give you stuff.
What they be do they ever tell you to give me money?
I keep that. What you say?
I knew it. I be like, did I ever tell you about that time I had a salesperson that worked for me, and her job, like, I always try to give people work. So I said, you can collect the money, give me 10, give me 10%, and I give you 3 points off of every 10 that you give me, right?
What she do?
So all the people was going to give her, and she started telling them that they had to pay her in cash. Whoa. And so, and then she would go pay for it and then bring me the money back. And then one day I just happened to go down to the station, and they was like, man, you had a big week. And I was like, what you mean? They was like, such and such been coming down here every day bringing us money, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, and so I went back and I was like, 'cause I ain't. And basically, she basically cut me out and was like just going straight to the.
Dang.
Ruthie.
What she say when you said like, what's up? Like, how do you respond? Like, what do you say? My bad.
Actually, it's funny because it was me and Brother Sadiq who handled it, and we made her sign a document that said that she was a thief and that she stole it, and we would not prosecute if she stole. I still got it.
You should keep it.
And I have it. It was like from 25 years ago.
Whoa.
It'd be like, and it'd be like famous people. They be famous now.
This is an irrelevant question, but did she say she needed the money for something?
I don't think we even
got that far. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Ruthie, I got stories for days. All right, y'all. Yesterday was Savior's Day. They said it was the minister's final address. I was thinking I would really love to find, and I did not cover it on Friday, but I would love to find out if there is anyone in our family, Brother Anthony, Brother Edward. I know we have a tremendous amount of people from the nation who tune in. I would love to get someone to call in and give us a recap of what happened yesterday. I was under the impression, I heard that Facebook, YouTube, all the social media channels shut it down. But I'd love to get a recap. So if y'all know somebody or are willing to put us in the chat, inbox us, let us know. But we'd love to get someone from the nation to give us a recap of the minister's address yesterday. I know Chicago was popping.
You ever been in person?
I have. I actually have been there as the guest of the minister. I've been to Savior's Day, actually. And then I've been to the mosque. The minister's son is Abnar Farrakhan is part of, he was an integral part of Chicago's entertainment scene. And as a matter of fact, all throughout COVID, my son and his friends, for the first wave of COVID, worked out over at the mosque. Because there was the shooting lab. So if you ever get a chance and you want to get your kid to get some shots up, it's like 1,500 shots in an hour. It's like the basketball shooting machine. I think I was going to buy my son one, but we got to get to the gym first. So anyway, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Yesterday was Savior's Day. They said it was the minister's final address. It is something about looking at him, though. He is just so regal to me.
You think it's the final one, or is it this my last rap album?
Nah, I think it's probably a lot. I mean, what's the minister like? Almost 90? Right? So I don't even want to do no speculating. This is what I do. If y'all got somebody is willing to call in, give us a call, 872-259-7474. You know what happened yesterday at Savior's Day. Do not hesitate to call. We will put you right through. All right. Did you see they now have a campaign against Ken Griffin, who is decrying violence in Illinois, but they say his companies invest in guns. They said 1 in 4 shootings is from a gun that they invested in.
How long they been waiting to put this story out?
I think they've been saving it up. I think they shooting their guns their pistols too early though. Like I feel like these are I fundamentally feel as though they're going to try and use the old blame instead of the new blame. So the old blame would be to take the guns out of the hands of the criminal killers who everybody thought was us. Now I think people are saying, how about the policies that create the gang killer gun people?
Ooh, come on.
So I think the Democrats are using the argument that the guns, because they're available, certain people just can't control themselves, and so they have to, and the inference is, keep their guns out of the hands of the inner city killers. As compared to, because I keep thinking about Frederick Douglass saying that his idea, the most powerful thing he saw was the black man being able to hold a gun. That was his idea of freedom. Right? The fact that he had the power to kill a white man. And I just think it's interesting that we're still using the argument that the guns are the issue.
You know, I think the that Sandy Hook lawsuit changed the game in terms of people going after like the manufacturers and like the policy. Because, you know, it really don't, once you start putting money behind the, you know, you start hitting them pockets, that's when you really get the policy changes. But I think that Sandy Hook lawsuit is going to really usher in a new, I don't want to call it like gun restrictions, but
it's gonna be they gonna be trying to come in.
You better get your assault rifles now. But my thing is, you see how in Ukraine they arming their citizens. Okay.
Say that till
I'm just saying, it's like they taking away our guns.
They like, come get
and they like, here y'all, here.
Hey man, y'all see the Klitschko's?
The what?
Remember Vladimir and whatchamajigam Klitschko, the two big brothers that was the two big white boys that was whooping everybody for the heavyweight championship for years? Riis, it's Vladimir and what was the other one? You know what I'm talking about, the Klitschko's? The two big white Russian dudes. Well, they weren't Russian, they was Ukrainian. And they held the titles, they held the belts for a long time. Like they millionaires. Mm-hmm. They outside with guns. They got video like, psh. I saw my girl Mila. She from here. She used to be a model for us back in the day. She was from Ukraine. She around here on Amazon asking people to send Amazon. Like she got models, like Ukrainian models with they war stuff on. Like send us stuff because we fighting too.
Don't people get a lot of like mail order brides from there?
Do they? Some?
I don't know.
I think all them Eastern European countries.
Okay, Eastern European
countries, something. But I am gonna say like they arm, but. We are going to talk about this at 8:00. I don't want to, you know that we going. You know what, Riis? I'm gonna need you to do. I'm going to need you to take that. Oh, here he goes, Mister. What's in the front of? We just need to that Tamon Bradley. We need to isolate that clip where he goes. Oh, here we go. Right, whatever he said. All right. Mister. What's in it for the black people? Right. That's all. Right. We need to isolate that and turn that into a clip because I want to put that in front of, from now on, when I'm about to ask a question, I'm gonna be like, well, Riis, and then you're gonna be like, there he goes, Mister. What's in it for the black people? And then I'm gonna say, because did y'all see any of these videos? Like from the Shade Room and all of this, of the black people and how they getting treated in Ukraine as they trying to get out. We're going to talk about that as we talk about this international you did. Because, you know, and I saw Mayor Lightfoot up there. I was like, you know, that's when you be like, hey, did you, and I know that y'all going to say them is Africans, them ain't black people from the United States. And this is what I'm going to say. Them is our cousins from California. You know how you got cousins from California and they come to the family reunion and they funny acting? They're like, hey, dude. They're like, what's up, dude? Right? Still your first cousins. You know, you be like, God, I do not want to take this punk to the basketball court, but it's still your cousin. And so as I'm watching these videos and as the army is locking arms to prevent black people, did you see the video of them dragging the black women off the train?
You know, I saw it.
Send me those links because I want to show the people those. Because, you know, they be like, first you see it, then they be like, they make it hard to find again.
Scrub, dub.
Right? So we going to talk about that. So when y'all out here talking about Ukraine, we love you. I just want to know who on the team is asking about the poor black people getting dragged. Y'all, but we going to just act like we don't see that. And I didn't, man, don't get me started talking about that. Did you see Vladimir talking about he finna hit the nuclear? He put him on nuclear alert, though? That's why we got to talk about. That's why Red Dawn is around this mug. All right,
Can we just die by surprise?
it ain't gonna be a surprise though, Ruthie. It's gonna be like it's coming in 20 minutes. 15. 10 minutes. Where you going? You driving? Like what you doing? See, this is
going to get my Tempur-Pedic so I can rest easy.
as your face melts onto just pick your face up.
You want your face melting on a ceiling or a Tempur-Pedic?
Sleep number, trust me. Trust me when I tell you. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm going to tell you, what? Can I ask a question? What happened to the Olympics? No, real talk. It was like at first it was the Olympics, and then all of a sudden is the Olympics still happening? Did they finish them? I didn't even hear no closing ceremonies. I didn't like
it was the politics around it. Would it be? It was like shh.
Nah, but at least does it still come on Channel 5? Do they still got the Olympic channel? Did we win?
You gotta get it on YouTube.
Who won? Like there was the figure
That's
skating.
funny.
Like I'm just saying, what happened to the Olympics?
I watched curling.
Who won? What happened to the Olympic? You know how it used to be every year this time we see the hockey, the Miracle on Ice video when the white people won in 1981 against the USSR and the Soviet Union. They wasn't playing that video because Soviet was like, we'll bust y'all ass today.
It was over last week, y'all.
You watched it?
No, but it was only until like last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guess what, Riis?
I ain't seen not a one Wheaties
Hey,
box.
Riis, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's because of the human rights violations of China. That's why everybody was like, shh. Because the advertisers had to keep everything under. Everything was low key, super low key. Because you got these American athletes representing China, and people like, whoa.
Hey, don't forget about y'all boy though.
Don't say nothing about LeBron.
See.
Don't say nothing about LeBron.
Right, just like we can't say nothing about
what you about
just
to
like
do.
we can't say nothing about Kendrick and
Don't
his
talk
slave
about
movie,
LeBron.
his slave comedy, LeBron and his Chinese massacres for gym shoes for Nike.
Not Chinese massacre.
Hey, you see they got concentration camps of them people.
Allegedly.
Just like it needs.
How you supposed to treat the Uyghurs?
Just like they treat the niggas.
I think it's actually Uyghur.
Right. But they pay nigger. They be like, we're not calling you nigger. Is it I or E? They're gonna change it up on us. It ain't gonna be hard E and A. I mean hard R and A. It's gonna be E. Is it E or I? E-I.
I don't know what you're talking
Niggers. The niggers and the Uyghurs. Not to be confused with the niggers and the Uyghurs. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I don't know why Ruthie put something in my coffee this morning. I'm just telling you.
It's so much going on. It's like
it's
like we gotta smile a little bit, man.
Hey man, okay.
Otherwise, ain't no mask, man. We all finna get COVID. We all finna get nuked. The whites acting up. Ken Griffin co-signing the gun stocks. Like it's just too much. Got the black people talking about, Maze is coming.
Oh God. Yeah, Riis, you gotta turn that into. Can you do that? You should be. Can you make that happen like now, like somewhere in the universe, so I can have that? Because we're gonna have. That's got to be. We're gonna have to start doing these quotes, and then we're gonna be like, nah, because then people gonna be mad at me all over. Do you know that people are? This is what I'm trying to understand. How, in any way, shape, or form, out of what happened last week, did I become the bad guy?
For lifting the curtain, for opening up the blind.
I don't understand how anyone could be upset with me. It's kind of crazy to me.
But if they not upset with you, then who else would they be upset with?
What is there to be upset? Like, I don't even, but I feel like that don't even have to be something to be upset about. That could be something we got to ponder.
No, if you take a mirror and put it up against yourself, people don't like looking in the mirror like that all the time.
I love the mirror.
That's you.
I swear to God, I'd be like, God.
That's because you live a life where you can look at yourself in the mirror. Some people can't, and you put that reflection up, and it's just like it's too much.
I don't even know if I like the photo better than I like the mirror, because I like the mirror. Like, I love the mirror. Be like, hey, mirror, can I, like, if you put a mirror in the room, I will be all up in that mug. And I'm just saying, like, I wasn't trying to be hostile. Like, I really wasn't even trying to be, like, I know that we gonna go back to this, but I'm not gonna stay. But I just don't understand why.
How can that not be seen as hostile?
Huh?
If you would have wrote that question down and put it on a piece of paper, it still would have been met with hostility. Because there's no way that you can answer that question without either straight finessing or trying to turn it into to make you look crazy. It's a tactic. It's a strategy that people use. It's called gaslighting. Make you feel like you crazy so that I can avoid it. Google it. Gaslighting.
Because Alvin, I kissed my phone because there was a picture of me in it. I love the mirror, dude. I'm telling you. It's like I was looking at it and I saw me and I just was like, since we're in the moment, we were in the moment. I couldn't help it, man. All right. Ruthie, you know I had a great weekend this weekend. So shout out to you for double booking me.
Where did you book that?
The Southside Credit Union and the Black People First meeting.
Oh, yeah, we knew that.
You knew that.
Yeah.
It was pressure.
Nuh-uh. You know you got people that's supposed to hold it down.
Ruthie, it was pressure.
They was looking at you?
Well, it was kind of like I had to, where was I going to do it at?
Without people.
Logistics. So I went to knock on the door at the Federal Credit Union like, hey, guys. And so, the lady like, you know this a bank, right? What you mean can you come in the back? No. And I was like, I got to do y'all conference. She was looking at me like, you must be crazy. I said, could you call Miss Deborah? And Miss Deborah was like, it's okay. So then I was in the back of the bank doing the conference.
Okay.
So that worked out. Then we had the Black people. So that, first of all, they got a stream of consciousness maze, because you know how you have a plan to do a speech and then you just, something take you off and you just be like, psh. I said, I'm sorry, y'all. I had this long, nice little speech written for y'all, but I just got caught in the moment and we hit something. They was like, oh, no, thank you. Then I came back to the Black People First meeting, which I have to tell you all, and we're going to talk about it a little bit later, but a black political army is in the making. Just watching what we're able to do in the weekends and watching what all of the major players are doing, and because we have a unique perspective in seeing how, I'm about to tell you Black People First is kind of powerful already.
Straight up.
Like, but what I also heard is that we got people sitting in now. It's like we get these random new people that come once and...
Let me get them sign-in sheets.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to need a little bit more than a sign-in sheet in a minute. But Black People First, we got to be on top of that. Then I got to tell you, I went to the Legacy Awards. I must tell you all that Kiana Barber and her team, I was already impressed with the Power Conference, but when I had no clue that the Legacy Awards was as big as it is. And that son of a gun has the ability to be the next generation's Urban League Gala.
What?
Without a doubt.
That's huge coming from you, Maze. How many years you went to that Urban League Gala?
Since the 1990s. Since like 98. 8. But I'm going to tell you that it was impressive to see a sister bring all of those people together. Like, I'm going to tell you, it was inspirational to me because I keep telling you, so many times I'm scared to do things because I'm scared nobody's going to show up. And not to imitate or mimic, but just to be like, man, what happens after? I think she said she's been doing it for 8 years. Like, at some point, it was probably like, beep, beep, beep. But, you know, that's, again, that thing, they say the best time to grow an oak tree, to plant an oak tree was 10 years ago.
Ooh.
The best next time is today. That, Kiana Barber, I just need to tell you, thank you for a wonderful time. It was a great event. It was great. And it was not what I think usually I go to these events and I start getting a little funny acting, Ruthie, because I feel like it's all like selfie, 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 selfie. Like, but like, not because of genuineness, but because people take pictures to try and be kind of pseudo important. And I feel like it was like genuine love in the room. So the people you taking pictures with, are you taking with them not because it's going to elevate my status. You taking pictures with them because there was like a real camaraderie. I mean, it was
a capstone the moment.
Yeah, capstone. I don't know what that means. See, there you go with that DePaul University information. I just know. I just wanted to capture the moment. It was great to see, like, it's crazy to be like, okay, you've been in the game 20 years, 25 plus years, and you see people who you saw when they was in the game 5 years and you was in 10 or 15, and now they, right, not Kiana, because I wouldn't say I played it's so many people, though, that I know that have, man, shout out to WDB Marketing. Let me just say that. It was a great event. I heard, shout out to Book of Dawn. She had brunch because yesterday.
Brunch because.
Just because. Brunch because.
I bet that menu was on point.
You know, Dawn and
She had a live band?
You know she always got a live band. Eve Bridgeforth. Shout out to my girl Erica Summers, who also held her brunch. She had the Boots brunch because obviously it was going down so tough that Tennille was taking pictures of people's shoes.
Ooh.
Because they had the
It
Louis
was called
Vuitton.
Boots brunch.
What? No, was it?
Oh, no, I was asking you.
Oh, no.
It was like unofficially.
Yeah, I
People
just
had nice
renamed it
boots.
because I was looking at the pictures.
That's a nice concept, Mace.
Yeah, until you got to pay for the damn boots. Because you know if you do like, could you imagine okay, so you know what it's like when the sneaker ball, you know what, if you wanted to drive sales though, if you wanted to do something, you could be like to Michigan Avenue, we're going to have the best boots contest. Sisters would be out there buying $10,000 boots.
No. We're going to smash and grab.
No, what you're really going to do is find some sucker and be like, don't you want me to
smash and grab?
He gonna have to smash so you can grab it. You terrible, Ruthie. I'm through messing with you.
You set that one up. I just, Just
hit it out the park. It's the Maze Jackson Show. All right, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back. It is a Monday. Damn.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Well, sometimes I go out
what you doing? And in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there?
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
If you ain't trying to help us, don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis, and Ruthie and Ty, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed and solve. In the mirror, realize you great. Yeah, we always are weird.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Hey, me and Ruthie was just on Instagram. Tennille, where you shopping at now? I'm like, what kind of shirt is that? What kind of is that? You know, Tennille got on one of them shirts that like the look, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. See right there. Let's make it big. Make it real big so you can see. I just want to point out look is that. Hold on. Is that African fashion on y'all? What kind of bracelet is that? With the matching earrings with? Hold on, Nish. Do you remember when your mama used to get you? So this is all grown up because this is when your mama, when we was kids, did your mother ever cut your jeans off and turn them into shorts? Your mama's never cut your jeans, turn them into shorts, and then she cut them and then made like the fringes so you could be. Y'all ain't from
We did that for fun, not because like a mama or nobody did it.
Well, that's how we learned how to do it. My mama would cut. So she showed you cut your shorts off at the knees, and then you cut them, and you cut like strips in them up to like maybe here, and then it would be like you had like scarecrow. Like it was. Y'all never did that?
We did. It was fun though.
Okay. Tennille got the shirt like that though.
You ever made some capris?
Why in the hell would I make some capris, Ruthie?
Men don't wear capris. What y'all call them?
Your men from your era do. They do, and they don't wear socks with them either, right? I know. This what millennial. I know you all are comfortable with your sexuality and all. If you did that during my era, you get beat up.
What?
Yeah. We definitely think that you were. We definitely would call you gay.
If you wore some
capris, yes, with no socks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All you need to do is get the socks with a little ball on the back.
We call them beauty supply socks.
Yeah. No. Anyway, Tennille fashion plate.
It has to feel so intrusive for you to go to a social, pull it up, zoom in, and then turn it around.
I mean, not if it shouldn't be if your outfit is that fly.
It is fly.
I'm like, your outfit is fresh.
Tennille got a personal shopper now.
What? I'm just saying, I was like, that.
Personal shopper.
That, like, I was like, you know how you be like, you know, I'll be like, Tennille, jeans and t-shirts, you know, she gonna have a fly hoodie. She gonna be like I was like, excuse me, is that businesswoman elite Tennille Jackson there? Ready? Okay, my bad. Tennille fresh that. I'm gonna stop. It's all good though. Don't forget the little people, okay? Don't forget the little people. Shout out to Erica Summers too. I ran into Erica at Soho last week. It'd be funny. It'd be so many people just floating around that place. Sometimes it's like that's why we gotta get we need our own black shared workspace where black people can get together, come sit down, have a cup of coffee, have a drink, have a conversation, talk about and solve the problems of the world. That's why you got to go to TP, Ruthie. You be tripping.
I be there all the time.
You be tripping. You don't be sitting back there having no cup of coffee, hosting conversations at the black people. I can't even see. Sorry, we can't be telling everybody. That's all right though, because you know we got infiltrators.
Oh my!
They be trying to speak stuff. They be sitting in the back of the room like, is there an agenda? Like now we gotta just put the agenda out and collect them back up. You can take a picture, but you ain't taking our paper.
You got to project it on the screen.
All right, y'all. Maze Jackson Show. I skipped the social media question today, but I'm not going to. So, Riis, why don't you do me a favor and open up the phone lines and then hit the big voice and let's do it. I'm ready to ask.
Time for the social media question of the day.
To mask or not to mask? That is the question. Did I mention that I went to Soleil this weekend?
Oh.
Okay, let me back up.
Ooh,
let me back up. I went to Soleil. Okay, thanks, Riis. I went to Soleil this weekend, and man, I can't even think of the sister's name right now. The sister and her husband. So check it out, Ruthie. Mm-hmm. I go into Soleil. I got a mask on. Mm-hmm. The girl is looking at me. She's the sister of the owner. She looking at me over the top of the mask. You know, I'm low key. It's Friday night. I walk in. They say, what's your order? I say, Maze Jackson. She said, Maze Jackson! My husband and me listen to you every morning. You had me going through and she runs through all the. Let me just tell you, and Ruthie.
What you get?
Okay, so I got the honey fried chicken. It's so good. Then I had.
You had something else too?
Oh no! Once she found out, she hit me with every side in the building. Then the peach cobbler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ruthie.
It's some of the most well-seasoned food I've had in a long time.
Soleil. And I didn't realize it was that close to me. It's really on Chicago and Damon. So it's like, click, click. Now you got to have reservations. It's all nice in there. It's all white and fresh. And I was like, then I was looking at all the celebrities that been there to eat. And I was just like, dang. Anyway, she put her husband on the phone. Mm-hmm. She was like, guess who was here? So then when they do that, I knew she actually knew who I was. And I was actually super honored. So I want to tell y'all check out Soleil. We're going to have them in. She did the pound cake and she does the desserts. So they're going to come in. They're supposed to come in this week. You know I asked if they have an infused option. She was like, why everybody? No.
No.
Shout out to everybody at Soleil. She's like, I be in the comments too. I apologize. I should have wrote her name down.
No, I'll see if I can find it.
I got pictures too. I'm going to post the pictures.
Ooh, that's some good food though.
Yeah, I wish, we need to get some.
It's hard to find good, like soul food.
Soleil.
You gotta upgrade it.
So that's why you get Soleil food. Black people will put an apostrophe and an E on some Renee.
It is upgraded.
DeAndre. Can't just be, it be DeAndre with a right. We'll use an accent in a minute. We will, right? I'm just telling you.
We be using them right. Don't do us in our naming patterns.
I'm gonna start. Somebody one of these days, somebody gonna put a. I'm gonna stop. Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson show.
A tilde.
They're gonna. Is that what they call it? A tilde. What's the two dots?
Ooh.
Nah.
No, I don't know that one. That's
like you gotta make it backwards when you Ukrainian.
I'm finna say that's some Eastern European, ain't it?
But Soleil. How do you make a black? How you turn a white word black? Add an E and apostrophe.
Or a S. Jules.
Oh, right. Now is that apostrophe S? Or is it just straight S? Anyway, shout out to everybody at Soleil. Can I tell you what, Tennille, you would have loved Soleil because they also had a bunch of young people working. Young black children, not children, young black, young adults who they were adamant about. Like, I felt like when she was talking, it felt like she was like Tennille talking, like, you know how the young people sometimes get a little, relaxed. And then it's the elder, but not the elder that understands millennials, so they know how to coax them. So, like, while I would be going like, what are you doing? They'd be like, hi, now you know you're not supposed to talk like that, right? Oh, you're a millennial. Let me help you. I know you're used to participation trophies and everyone tells you just how great you've been since all of your life. And so, even though you're doing it completely wrong, I don't want to hurt your feelings. So can you do it a little slower and a little... No, she was super good with the kids. And they weren't millennials. They were Generation Z. So they coming back a little bit. Millennials be...
That's how you feel?
Oh, yeah, I do. Generation Z is like, they lived through Trump. So they like... We got a whole new understanding of how this go, right? And they not gonna be cancel culture. They gonna be like, they gonna probably be a little bit more conservative than y'all.
What?
Yeah, I think so. All right. Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson show. We was gonna ask the social media question of the day. Ruthie, today ends the mask mandate. I asked you, was this science or was it politics? You answered poli-sci. But give us a call, 872-259-7474. Did we lose our caller? Dad, caller.
I got a question. Is today the last day or is today?
Oh, no, you don't have to wear a mask today.
I gotta wear a mask nowhere where I go?
Not unless they have they have the ability to privately enforce that. And I do think CPS, it still has the mask mandate, but the governor won his case. So back up. The governor won the case with the temporary restraining order, so he had the right to put the mask back on when it was coming down, and then after that he took it down so that he didn't have to lose and have more
So
fights.
you can go anywhere in Chicago now, like
Unless they say they want it.
Unless the
Yep.
place actually says.
Then so now you don't have to have a mask mandate, or you don't have to show your vax card. Yesterday, me and my son was in Shake Shack. And, my son and I were in Shake Shack. In case my mom's listening. And the two girls ordered food. And they came and sat down. They had their bags. And the sister came out and was like, "Excuse me, may I see your vax card? We're not vaccinated. I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave." And these two white girls was mad. And it was kind of like, I enjoyed it, but I did get it. They was like, "So wait, I've been standing here all this time to get my food, and now you're telling me that I got to leave to..." Well, you are taking your mask off. But anyway, it was funny to see. But I did think, like, all I could think about was Lakeisha Collins, and one of those white girls turning around and saying, "And then me and my son, what would we have had to do?" Because what do you do if, like, white girl would have jumped up? Anyway, the mask mandate is over. Ruthie, you wearing a mask still, or you done?
Yeah, I'm still probably gonna wear.
Give us a call 872-259-747-4744. Some of y'all breath been stinking. I noticed it's been a lot less.
People need to put their masks on.
I feel like
Just wait until people start coughing. You still ain't gonna be able to cough around nobody.
So cough. But do you think people really need to wear? I'm about tired of people just putting a mask on their face to say they got it on. I feel like white people just be like, all right, I'm gonna put it on underneath my lips. Give us a call. So yesterday, my son asked me, did he have to wear a mask to school? I told him, yeah. He had to go another week at least, maybe 2, so I could see if the COVID rates jump. But do you wear a mask? Riis, are you wearing a mask or are you done? I think the best part is just not having to show your vaccination card to sit down. That is kind of crazy to me. That is like really, I mean, I'm glad that I have it in my, because I would, but that's like a whole new level of somethingness. I don't know what it is yet. Riis, you rocking your mask still?
Yeah, but it's gonna be good to have the choice to raw dog some air whenever, man. I'm trying to tell you, like, you ever had your mask on and you just wanted to just smell the air like that? Sometimes I just want to just.
You gonna let him just say that like that? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Raw dog the air.
No, it's a lot of people. I seen a video about. I mean, I saw. I've been seeing a lot of people saying raw. They want to just straight raw dog the air. Yes, right. That's been a like. I think I've seen a meme that say that. Like that it just be like, I just want to, like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wear my mask around all white people. Like, I'm going to be straight, do you do it? And I'm going to walk in the room, I'm going to be like, what? Oh.
What would make you want to wear it versus not wear it? Like a big crowd?
Yeah, like going somewhere that you don't really like know people or something like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. But yeah, like when I go out, I'm probably going to still have my mask on. Like, it don't really matter. But like if I forget it or like gotta like run into the store, like, you know how like sometimes you gonna like in
every morning at Dunkin' Donuts, I'll be like, God.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be good to be like, I ain't gotta go back and get it real quick and just get it. But I'm gonna probably wear it more than anything though. Yeah, I keep telling you, one day you good and the next day you're not good. Like, you just can't tell me stuff like that. So I'm straight. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it until, you know, until it disappear like West Nile. Don't they have diseases that disappear? You be like, what?
Straight up.
What happened
to Zika?
What happened to West Nile disease? This mosquito stop getting
They still got what's that one that you get from the mosquito bites?
Zika.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, malaria?
No.
Which one are you talking about?
The one that killed the one that they spray now for it. Be like every year they tell you not to
I think it's Zika or
it's
West Nile.
West Nile. That's
right. West Nile.
Yeah. We still got West Nile.
Do we?
West Nile still with us. West Nile, every year they be like 3 people died from West Nile virus.
Yeah, but it was at one point.
It was like 3 million
Thousands
people. Like they
a
just,
day.
they probably still dying from West Nile. They just don't want. They can't kill all the mosquitoes. So they like, let's stop this. Anyway, so will you wear a mask? So Ruthie, you wearing a mask or no? I'm gonna wear my. If I ever get my damn Will I Am $300 mask.
You better cancel that. The pandemic over.
Nah, I want to be
But
like.
you can program any words in there, right?
Nah, you talk and it goes oh.
Oh, I thought it like.
And it's a fan that goes and it sucks the air in and it puts it through a HEPA filter.
That's a metaverse mask.
And then it'd be like the earpieces, so I could be like, what's up? I could answer my phone through my mask, and then I could hear you through my mask, through my headphones. And it's like I look like one of them. It's like, it's pretty dope. Like if you had a helmet on, you could be like, I am not your leader. Like Gerald,
Is your coughs gonna sound robotic?
you ain't gonna hear. You don't even know I'm coughing. It's gonna be like. It's like you're gonna be like, please breathe on me because your air is purified.
You got that Will I Am air.
Yep, I got that Will. Man, if I don't get my mask though, me and Will I Am, it's gonna be some problems. Do Fergie? He still got Fergie with him? They still kick it?
Probably not.
With
Black Eyed Peas.
man,
They ain't been a group in a minute. I thought they broke up.
they broke up. Dun dun dun. What's their song?
A lot of them. My humps.
My hump. Yeah, I was just saying the same thing too. My lovely lady hump.
Remember they made that song, Let's Get Retarded.
Is it retarded?
They had to change
I thought it was
to-
Get Started.
I know you did. They changed it because people was outraged.
Did I tell you? I hung out with the Black Eyed Peas. I'll show you one day. I hung out with the Black Eyed Peas. At the
They had a
Social
black
One.
girl in the group. I saw a YouTube video about it. Then they put Fergie in. It was a black woman in there.
And Fergie snapped.
She all right.
She was like, ah! You know, black people. Y'all know how y'all do.
How we do, Maze?
Y'all know y'all love y'all are Eminem, right?
That's what it is right there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's all, folks.
I would say if I go to I think I'm with Riis if I'm around a lot of people I don't know. Because really, it's like, if I'm around people that you know, then I probably would trust them because you trust them. But if I'm around a whole bunch of people with like no connections, I might keep my mask on.
This is exactly how AIDS spread it.
We know.
That's like this.
You know him.
Keeping my mask on. That's how you. This is how AIDS started. I'm wearing my mask.
Well, if you know him, right, that's exactly the point, right? Like if it's him, then it's him. Then him and him equals you. No. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Are we going to be in trouble today?
I'm on good behavior.
French. Oui. Parle. Oui.
Hey, you say, this Chinese, you. Not we.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so are y'all wearing a mask today or no? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Are you going to wear a mask? It is the social media question of the day. Are there special circumstances under which you will wear a mask? I want to know what the hell you're going to do with all these fancy masks. I was making fun of my Will I Am mask, but I did think masks were the new normal. And so the reason that I invested in the mask was because Carrie has 300 boxes of masks. We have every skin tone. We have every color. We have every style. If there was a mask that needed to come out, Carrie ordered a box.
Smart.
But where do we put them all now?
On your face when they say put your mask back on, and then people
Are
scramble.
we gonna have to put our mask back on again, or are we just gonna be like Are we gonna just be living with it now? Like I think we're on the end of the mask. I think people are just about to be done with the whole mask. Like white people, I'm just telling you now, you ain't finna see no white people with no mask on. But you know you gonna see. You know how I'm gonna know whether I should wear a mask or not?
How you gonna know?
About to cut through Chinatown.
Just finished. I knew you was gonna say
If
that.
they got them on, you gonna.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I told you what.
That's a good metric.
Hey man, hey.
I ain't even got to cut through Chinatown. As soon as I get off here at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna go downstairs.
Oh, you gonna go see all of them lined up for the free food?
Right there.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't get me. And then they got an attitude.
Man,
I'd be like,
that is some. Now, if that was,
have you ever? You ain't seen it on a Saturday though. Let me tell you. One day I did. One of the biggest videos on my Facebook was one Saturday I came here, and that bad boy, and this is when I knew that this side of town was Chinatown. Like, you think about, what's that, Ida B. Wells right there? Mm-hmm. Ida B. Wells finna be Asian. Think about that. Like, that's public housing. Chinatown is moving across 22nd, coming all the way down here. Prairie Shores and all that, that's already like Indian and Asian. IIT, the students that are attracted to IIT, so this whole side of town. Just can you imagine Ida B. Wells, the places where like some of where we settled, our homeland in Chicago is really being consumed right now.
It is always so interesting to me to see how many elder Asian people be out there. Like and they be walking with their buggies
because they used to China, man.
But this is a real question: do you think that those people really need those resources and that food and stuff they be lining up to get, or do you feel like they just be out there getting it? Okay, I be wondering.
I be like, go see what happened at Chinese restaurants over there.
They gonna be selling the stuff that they grabbing,
man, Charlie, and they get a pack. They don't be playing with that food they give out there.
They
be giving like straight. They be having pallets, and it's really a double whammy because they right across the street from each other. So Saturday you got the Sundays. I mean weekends they here. Saturdays and other days they at the church.
I ain't never seen no black people out there.
Not once.
They be looking at me funny when I be trying to walk. I be trying to cut their line to get to my car. They be looking at me funny like I'm gonna cut them or something.
I'd be like, hey Joe. I'd be like, hey, you know I got an office here, right? Like they be looking at like it's really the Ukraine situation all over again. It's like no matter where we go, because we are distinct, and it's like that's why I can't do the people of color. Like, you mean to tell me y'all are walking straight through Ida B. Wells right to our joint and you got the audacity to be rude to me?
Like, I ain't supposed to be here.
Like, what I'm doing, like... Anyway, y'all wearing a mask or not?
I'm going to see if they got theirs on like Riis said today.
Oh, Riis. See, Riis, you done blew up the spot. There go Riis. Now they going to be protesting us now. Oh, Jesus. The Maze Jackson Show. All right, I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I guess y'all are going to be wearing y'all masks. Y'all not going to call me and tell me? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Plus, I'm going to play some video from the campaign trail. And I want to ask y'all is Ruthie, what's her name? Ketanji. Hold on, let me do it. Ketanji Brown Jackson, nominated to the Supreme Court. That black enough for you? We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Oh, baby.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:34 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. Head over to sports as the Black Hawks was on ice, taking on the St. Louis Blues. Hawks failed to score on the board as they will get shut out on the ice 420. Over the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is now 40 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 24. On the Edens Deerfield to the Exchange will be 45 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 30. While the Eisenhower is now 55 minutes. Thorndale to the Loop, 36 minutes to Thorndale. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be 51 minutes. Outbound will be 32. On the Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan will be 41 minutes, 35 minutes to I-80. While the Dan Ryan is 21 minutes to the Loop, 13 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive, 55th to Jackson will be 9 minutes. Jackson to 55th will be 7. On the north side, Randolph to Bryn Mawr will be 8. Bryn Mawr 2, Randolph will be 9. Today's weather, it is currently 32 degrees and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 50, but a low of 28. I'm Riis the Ruler. Here's Addicted on the Maze Jackson Show.
This must be love. 'Cause I can't get enough of your love. I'm so addicted. Can't stop. I need you right now, baby. I'm so addicted to you. You're always on my mind, my mind, my mind. Every day. It's been too long since I had you in my arms, and I don't know if I can take any more of being without you. Even though it's only been an hour, it feels to me just like forever. And I am hoping that I can see you soon. See you soon. I'm so addicted. Lord have mercy. I can't be without you, baby. Oh no, not for a minute, not for an hour. I can't get enough. I'm so addicted. I need to check my.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host. I want to wait and see it on the camera. All right, y'all, wait for it. Wait for it. Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show if you are watching live. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And here we go.
See, wasn't that bad on camera? Wasn't that bad on camera?
All right, y'all. Ruthie came back. She went out and changed into an African princess.
It's cold up in here.
It is. You took
is
your
the
coat
heat
off.
working? I called OSHA. They said they'd be out here this week.
Oh, no, we had the heat on. I turned it off because it was cooking in here earlier. You want to turn it up a little bit, you can, but it's. I'm telling you,
I'm good.
Be too hot.
I ain't got that long.
I don't even know, Ruthie, man. The heat work today. They won't work tomorrow. Listen,
I
that.
told you I can't work under these conditions.
The heat be like, if it's too cold, I ain't coming out. I ain't coming to work. The heat be like, the heat be taking the cold. It be like, it's too cold out here. What you crazy? I'm not coming out here. It's too cold. It's your job. The heat be like. You be like, you be turning on the heat thing. It'd be like, you know how cold it is out here? I'm not going out there right now. You want me to go on the roof? You crazy? You know, because you know when the roof, you know when it's working. I came in here this morning, they want to be cooking. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready for the world, and I want to be hot.
It ain't too cold outside.
It's not. If it's, first of all, anything above 32 at this point is warm.
What?
Yeah, I feel like anything, after we had that cold pop, I feel like anything above anything that is above freezing, I feel like as long as it stay above 32, I'm good from now until the holiday.
What's your thermostat temperature?
It stay at 78, 75. It's above 75 now.
Can people touch it?
Yeah, but nobody. There's no really need to touch.
You let people touch your thermostat in the house?
Listen, don't turn down my thermostat when it's cold. I pay the heat bill. I go to listen. Don't worry about it.
You one of them daddies.
I lived in cold circumstances too many times in my life. So
at our house, right 65. Oh man, used to be like 65 degrees. If it was below zero and we ain't had no damn insulation, it's 68. That was the most. 68, you thought you was going to heaven. Because it was 68. If he said turn it up to 68, you knew it was cold. 65, oh no. It's many a night I got in the bed like
81, that'd be me.
Right. Oh yeah. If I'm not sweating in the wintertime, it's a problem. Carrie, it'd be funny though, because Carrie paid the power bill. Carrie will be like, cause we split up the bills. So she be like, what?
So petty.
I'd be like, turn them lights back on. She'd be like,
Now that is something that I really hate. That is so funny. Now I am that I do find myself walking around how turning. Got all these like.
Wait, so are you saying you don't pay the electric bill?
You don't pay the electric bill.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
Well, actually, I did find out I did. I found it out when I looked at my account and saw that it was a withdrawal this month. She was like, I paid the electric bill.
No, you didn't pay the electric bill. I paid the electric bill.
Like,
you used my money to pay the electric bill. You physically paid it. You didn't put the money in. Anyway, yeah, so I be straight up like tropical.
It's too cold outside, man.
Tropical. But, we on 3 levels. It's like you got to go. Sometimes you don't need the heat on the first floor the way you need it and then you really because the heat rises, like not only do we play with the thermostat, it's like you got to deal with the vents.
Oh,
because it's cold on the first floor. The second floor is like usually where it measures the temperature. So if it's
I can't stand forced compressed air. Give me my radiators. I give me my radiators. That dry heat is just too much. Make me ashy.
That's why you have baseline. Vaseline. Yeah, I mean, the radiator heat, but you can't control that bad boy. Be like radiator steam you up out your crib.
You gotta crack a window.
Right then, the window be out. Crack a window and it's 40 below.
It balance out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Is that where you gotta have a boiler?
Yep. What y'all think in the comments? Radiators or forced compressed air from a furnace?
I mean,
central air.
Oh, excuse me.
Right. I mean, I just feel like
Mr. Riis.
I feel like at least you can regulate the. I don't know how to do that.
You can't regulate it.
Right.
You just gotta go with it.
I feel like that's how it was at the frat house.
They be disproportionate.
It'd be steamy and cold. It'd be like being in Aspen or something. It's like it's the hot springs in the middle of the ice cold winter. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. So nobody's gonna call me and tell me whether they wear a mask or not. So I'm gonna move on, Riis.
Uh-oh.
Nobody wear no mask, man.
All right. So now, here's what I'm gonna do. I want to talk about the campaign trail and what is going on. I think that, hold on. The race for the campaign trail was lively this weekend. I'll just put it that way, Ruthie. When I went to what's the name of them people? I mean, to the WDB Awards. Candidates were there. Like, I don't know if it was necessarily the in-crowd candidates, though. Right? Like, I feel like it was really interesting because a lot of I did not see a lot of candidates who could have tremendously benefited from being there at the event. So I shout out to Richard Boykin. I saw him there. Shout out to Carrie Steele. I remember we saw one of the judges too. Well, 2 of the judges out there doing their thing. But Ruthie, this weekend, I think we are seeing the battle lines drawn. I think J.B. Pritzker is going to war with the Cook County Democratic Party, and at the same time, they're bound to support him. This thing between Alexi Janulius and Anna Valencia is blowing up, and it's causing a lot of fissures. And I wonder, does David Moore have the opportunity to take any advantage there? So what I want to start doing is, if you all are seeing candidates making speeches and stuff, I'd like to start catching them, and I'd like you to start videoing them. I'm going to share one that happened this weekend. This is candidate Anna Valencia sharing this history-making moment with Donna Miller, Cook County Commissioner. Just want to thought. Shout out to, I don't know if I'm allowed to say who did it, but I am going to. Let me send this. Let me play the video. Oh, my bad, Riis. I didn't switch over, and you switched over, and I didn't. And now somebody, hold on.
We had to talk, Ruthie. Ruthie, how was your weekend?
Lovely day. Lovely day. Dude, when we talk about the word, we use the word campaign trail. Is that just referring to one, or like is it like local or national?
It's the campaign trails everywhere. It's like where you got to go. It's like the campaign trail is just the route that you got it. All right, let's talk. So I think the battle is heating up. There's a line being drawn between Democrats and Cook County, and people are picking sides. I think Donna Miller, Cook County Commissioner, apparently the first black woman commissioner in the. Well, let's hear from them. All right, you ready, Riis? You ready? Here it go.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Facebook. It's Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller, and today we are out canvassing in the south suburbs. We are in Sauk Village right now at a Dunkin' Donuts, which we all love, running on Dunkin'. But what we're doing out here today is supporting Anna Valencia as she runs for Secretary of State. Yeah! All right. So, Anna, I just wanted to first I have to present this officially, this book to you. From my friend who I went to Howard University with. Yay, Bisons. She wrote this book. Her name's Shantae Thomas. I hope you're watching. But the reason I wanted her to give you this book, not only is because it embodies everything that you talk about, where I'm from, but Shantae was also presenting this book at the Dalton Public Library for Black History Month, and she got to read this book to some students. So I wanted to give you this for Rihanna, but also what's going to be important is you can talk about this because when you are Secretary of State, you're going to be over all the libraries in the whole state. Chief librarian. So Anna, we're all here to support you today. We're going to go knock on some doors and get some signatures. Thanks for coming out to the south suburbs. Not that you haven't been here before, but you've been all over the state of Illinois. But today, on this sunny day, she's in my neck of the woods. I live right down the street from here. We have some great volunteers, but I just want you to take it away.
Thank you so much for having me. You have a great Cook County Commissioner here. Donna has been a friend and a supporter for a long time. Before it was cool to be on Team Valencia, she was on Team Valencia. I just want to thank you all for being out here and signing our petitions and carrying our petitions. This is what grassroots looks like. This is how we're going to win this campaign. I'm very excited to be your next state librarian. And as Secretary of State, I will also be the first woman and first woman of color to serve as Secretary of State in our history. First mom. And I will take this into the library system. I think it's so important we have a collection of books around the whole state so that our young kids can explore outside of their little bubble and get to know the world. So again, thank you all so much. Oh, and shout out on some endorsement alerts.
Tell us.
We got some big endorsements for Team Valencia this week. Governor Pritzker, Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton, and Secretary of State Jesse White.
All right.
So we're flying high with some great people. We're very excited to be crisscrossing the state. I'll be in your neighborhood soon, I'm sure. And thank you for having me out.
Well, and we have some amazing volunteers here with us today. I'm so proud of.
I think the decision has been made, Ruthie. I guess from my standpoint, my question is, what do we as black folks do? It seems that there are 3 candidates for Secretary of State. There is Alexi Janulius, who a majority of the black people have sided with in the Cook County Democratic Party. There is Anna Valencia, who J.B. Pritzker has sided with. And there is David Moore, who is just chugging along. I'd almost say he's been, in some cases, dismissed. One of the things that I asked last week is, what is the new lineup? Right? Like, there seems to be a lineup occurring. And the political calculus, in my estimation, is that the Democratic... here's what I believe. I believe that if the Pritzker administration team wins, they lost the DPI, right? They lost the Democratic Party Illinois race with Robin Kelly. I think if J.B. Pritzker wins and Anna Valencia wins, then the move would be to remove Tony Preckwinkle as the Cook County Board Chair. See, I feel like what's happening is there's an old alignment, a new alignment. I feel like the Democrats are realigning. Let me put it that way. And this is the first play in coming up with the new, what I would call, coalition government. Ooh. Right? A ruling class or a political dynasty shaped around the wealth of the governor being leveraged, and the losses of Preckwinkle being leveraged to potentially take over the Cook County Democratic Party.
Can you make it, okay, so can you make that a little bit more simple? Like, how did you draw a line between the Anna Valencia and J.B. Pritzker back to Tony Preckwinkle?
So,
is that related to
Tony
the fissures?
Preckwinkle? Well, yeah, Tony Preckwinkle has to support the governor.
Okay.
So essentially, there is a proxy war happening in the Secretary of State's race. Where they differ is the governor chose Anna Valencia. He chose to ignore all of the rules that Tony Preckwinkle put in place to protect her candidate. They are not going to fight each other directly. But the battle to be the most powerful person in Cook County is occurring right now in this race for the Secretary of State. Everybody else is agreed upon. Okay. The governor has determined that he does not want to run with Anna Valencia. with with Alexi Janulius because of what I believe are a variety of things. Main one being, do you really want to be standing on the stage next to a svelte young man who's got movie star good looks and you kind of basketballish? Then, on top of it, if you know that the Republicans, if your opponent has 7 times the amount of money that you have, where you can clear the field on the Democratic side, but you can't do it on the Republican side, you don't want to be carrying the weight or the baggage of Alexi Janulius as the governor. So, you think that the governor didn't tell Tony Preckwinkle that he didn't want Alexi? But
before she backed him? Or?
Yes. You think that the governor's team didn't tell people that they didn't want Alexi, but people went with Alexi anyway because of the perception. Right? And so they moved early. There's a statement in politics that says, keep your powder dry. which is some people jump out early, some people wait until the end, or they let all of the tea leaves settle. So Tony Preckwinkle, it's been very clear from the beginning that the governor did not want Alexi Giannoulias. It's been not just whispered about, it was pretty adamant, and they went ahead and Alexi kind of rolled. He wasn't intimidated by the fact that the governor didn't want him, and then he went out and collected all the endorsements, raised all the money, etc. And then went out and locked everybody down. And now all of these people who are, if you are a Democrat, do you want to be with the governor or do you want to be with Tony Preckwinkle?
Probably the governor because he got more money.
Bingo. Okay. And she's tremendously unpopular. And now, in the space where she has demonstrated time and time again that she has not, actually neither one of them have really laid out too much for anybody, but if you're picking, you don't go with the weakest candidate if you're political. And so as you watch these black state reps and state senators, again, Alexi had a great showing this weekend social media wise. But it is now, what will these people that backed you do going forward? Now, at the same time, you got to ask, where are the black interests in this fight? Like, where do we fit? Like, so I understand all the political calculations. Mm-hmm. But who are politically calculating for black people? Who's, right? Like, I get the political dynamics. Like, so again, you are picking the governor's team. If you Latino, you on Chewy's team. Mm-hmm. Right? If you are, then you got, if you're a Cook County you're on Cook County Democrats team. Now, the goal here would be to weaken Tony Preckwinkle enough that coming out of this, that there would be a candidate that could run for Cook County, the president of the Democratic Party. There's going to be a mutiny after this election. Yeah. After this election, regardless, because of the difficulty that she has brought with some of her decisions. It's like, now it's like one of those things where it's like, we got to get through this. But like, okay. Look at the influence that the governor will have over the committeeman.
I need a little bit more one-on-one. So how does the Tony Preckwinkle loyalty pledge, like, how do you see that factoring into like the Secretary of State's race or even the possible mutiny? Like, is that a point of contention?
Yeah. So first of all, the loyalty pledge was to enforce loyalty in writing because she doesn't have the power to do it.
Okay.
Right? If Madigan told you to be on the team, it was like he had the levers to punish you if you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Okay.
She doesn't, so she went the legal route. What do you call, you know how you be like, ain't nobody care about these non-disclosures no more? Well, she tried to make people sign a non-disclosure. The governor was like, I ain't signing no non-disclosure. I ain't signing no, I'm going to take the endorsement. You're going to endorse me, but I'm not going to say that I'll be with you. You got to sign to say you'll be with me, but I won't say that I'll sign to be with you.
Well, we see who really got the power and the leverage.
She gave him a pass, but then held everybody else accountable, right? So essentially, she gave the rich white guy a pass because she ain't really want.
Because what she gonna do?
What you gonna do?
So it would have exposed her.
Right? So I don't even want to be in this fight. So now you say, well, you don't have to sign it, but everybody else on my team has to be about it. And then after all your people follow you, then he double crosses your team. And now you telling everybody we're gonna go down because Alexi got $2 million, but the governor can give Anna $5 million and not even think about it, or have all his people do it and not even think about it. And you're gonna demand that we go against the person with the most power in the state, Madam President? Okay, we gonna roll with you, but if Alexi don't win, she's toast.
Oh.
The only way she wins out of this is if Alexi is victorious and she's able to be stronger than the governor at least in Cook County. Which, again, like I tell you, They're going to go with the work. She got the title.
Who got the most black girl magic? Toni Preckwinkle or Anna Valencia?
Anna Valencia.
She been building it up for a while.
you see, Anna Valencia has more black girl magic. And I think the challenge for David Moore is the women issue. Women go women before they go black. So there is a tremendous... So, again, the smart bet is on Anna Valencia, right? If you're betting, the smart bet is on Anna Valencia unless there's a... Now, again, smart unless you're playing a different game. Right? So if you're playing the game and you believe that the win comes with the Democrats winning this election and putting the strongest person for the Democrats on the ballot, then you bet Anna Valencia. What I think is going to be crucial is how do Democrats treat David Moore? See, for a first time in a long time, there's not been a two-parter in this race. Right? Once you first of all, it's not even a two-parter. It's never this. Nobody even knows how to run in this race because ain't nobody ever had to run it. Now, Valencia has the advantage because she picks up all of Jesse White's infrastructure statewide. Right? So she picks up Jesse White won all 102 counties. She picks up that infrastructure that works on both Democrat and Republican side of the line. Unless the Republican candidate in the general can compromise that. And that is something that the Democrats have never seen before. Right? So if in the last 23 years, you don't even know what to expect in the Secretary of State's race.
Because ain't nobody had to do it.
Ain't nobody had a chance. Like, you run up against Jesse White, you running up against a buzzsaw. Well, you got to wonder, do those people that you pick up from the Jesse White infrastructure, not in Cook County but downstate, do they stay loyal? Because they got people that are Democrats and Republicans.
Could a David Moore candidacy be seen as the neutral option? Can you stay neutral and say, I ain't rocking with neither one of them. I'm a neutral Democrat and I'm gonna go David Moore. You think he could be seen as that option for people?
So do you want me to tell you what you want to hear?
Ooh, nope. Don't ever want you to do that.
I think until he raises his stature to a point of mobilization of people or campaign finance, he's going to have to rely on earned media. Until he raises that viability. And he's got a good team, right? I think he could be perceived as the neutral option for black people. I don't know that he's the neutral option for the state.
What about for men?
Like
black men. Like, don't black men need a candidate?
I think when you look at the black, so let's say the target is women. Period. I think that the womanness outweighs the blackness. And so I do think he can get black men. But I also think that she can potentially peel off enough black women. Like, let's say he gets 80% of the black men. He's probably only pitching a 50 with black women. right? And that other 50 goes to, let's say 25 goes to Valencia, 25 goes to Janulius. And then they playing in the rest of the white pool. Where does he pick up the white folks? Right? Because the white progressives, the white folks have already made their decisions. So now it's a matter of who's going to have the money and the message. So I think they would spend I don't know where Alexi's going to get more money from. He got the run-up money. Mm-hmm. Like, he got all the money in the beginning raised. But I think once the governor weighs in, donors, who wants to be on the other side of the governor if you're a donor?
It's going to dry that spigot up.
Yes. And I think while all these organizations will take pictures, what operations do they actually have? So it's like the social media versus kind of what the real operation is. And what I'm going to tell you is that the governor's team pays for a field operation. Right? They don't rely on the organization support. They actually pay people to go out and do the work that organizations say, I could never spend that type of money to do.
Have you ever seen endorsements flip later in an election? And what does that look like historically?
I have seen people change their endorsement. I mean, I think you look at a lot of people who even supported Kerry. Talk about now they have to think about if they're going to be with her because they're loyal Democrats. Right? People that you've known for all your life. People that, like, you come from their land. You come on their... Black folks be like, well, I got to be loyal. So I think there's always a word meister. There's always a spin master who can figure out, like, again, that'll be like, well, after these revelations.
Aha. Okay.
Right? It's like once the stuff starts to pile up and they say,
it.
I didn't see this evidence before. I wasn't aware.
Okay.
Right? And then you give people an escape hatch.
It ain't never like, my bad, I made a mistake. I jumped out too early.
No, after these revelations and these.
Got it.
Right?
The spin meister, like you
expect them to try and nuclear bomb him. Right? Because again, remember, the primary for us, because it's oftentimes so simple, is not the end goal for the governor now. So he has to, remember, he has to clear the field by June. So again, I'm telling you now, as soon as these petitions go in, they can't, if it's me, the strategy is you start nuclear bombing him now so that he can't get off the ground, so that he can't, you clog the airwaves, you make sure that there's not enough, because again, who's donating now? It's kind of crazy. And I think, so the one thing is, here's the conundrum of black politicians. If every bit of everything tells you that this woman is going to win, Anna Valencia, as a politician, you have to be in a position to be with the winner. Because if at least with the winner you don't, the first thing is you want to get help. But if not, you don't want them to hurt you. So the perception and what happens in a case like this is, if you're Anna Valencia or you're Alexi Janulius, you're telling people right now, and if I'm Anna, I'm telling people right now, you better get with me now, because November 28th, 29th, ain't nobody getting on the train. Because we all got to go in the same direction. So you either endorse me now and you see the momentum is building, right? So I would say Alexi was front-loaded with the goal of building a sense of inevitability, right? And I think he got to a point, but the polling never pushed him over the top, and they had this thing about the emails of Anna and her husband doing business together at something. It was a flop, so it didn't work. And so now what you got is people, like I saw a picture the other day where it's like you got Tony and Alexi against the governor and Anna Valencia. Then our pick is David Moore standing on his own. Right? Or with who, it depends. And I don't know who's right. But if you picking lineups, right now it's folks, vice lords, and Latin kings, because you got Chewy. David is heading up the neutrons.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But what do the neutrons do?
I don't know, Maze. This might be a lot of people that's neutroning just to be like, I ain't.
But I ain't.
I know, Maze.
I ain't.
It feel good, right?
I ain't mean you gotta wait at the end of the line though. I ain't mean you eat what's left.
Because technically speaking, you saying like if people just sit down and say, I ain't voting for Alexi or for Anna Valencia, I'm voting for David Moore, like how much power is there really in withholding that vote and giving it to David Moore?
Well, I'm saying it could hold power if he could mobilize enough that in a tight... See, that's why I say you got two bites at the apple. Mm-hmm. He campaigns and he has to build enough. Like, let's say he gets 5 or 6 points. Mm-hmm. God help him. If he gets 13 points, 20 points in this race, guess what? Now he becomes a player because now Valencia and the governor are, because we would be watching how he got played and they would be trying to bring you together. Because they can threaten Democrats, but they can't threaten undecideds, if that makes sense.
That's why I feel like he got a good shot. Because I feel like people are just looking to...
Ruthie, you be feeling.
I mean, my feelings, it ain't...
You be filling this box.
Ugh.
Right? You be filling the 300 people that's on the live.
But it's like it's hopeless. It's like if it's like... You literally got to join up.
Gotta be like a penny with a hole in it. That's why I'm hopeless. Oh, so I'm saying, like, I'm not picking anything. What I want you to do is recognize the reality. Look at John Scott done already gave him city clerk. But you understand, John, they gave up city clerk is not a Latino spot. So they're going to promote, the mayor would go to promote someone Latino in that spot. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Let's take a quick break. And then caller, we're going to take your calls when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breaching security, and caught a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gon' tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. and that there's terrorism.
Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up to seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. It's the Maze Jackson Show. What y'all want to do? Riis, we got any calls on the line? Let me say what's up to Riis and Ruthie. They in the building. Ruthie over here looking like Mary Magdalene. Wrapped up in the shawl. Where's your, not Magdalene, let me stop. I don't want to put that on you.
Thank you.
Like you're a little too hot to try when you're married.
Too hot to try.
I was hearing all the, what's the band with the girls? The Gap Band? Not the Gap Band. What's the one with the
SOS?
Yes.
I like the SOS
dun,
band.
dun, 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 dun. Yep. Y'all ain't ready.
I like the SOS band.
I like the SOS band too.
If I could be in a band, it would probably be that era. I feel like they did a lot of drugs and had a lot of lights just flashing.
Damn, Ruthie, you just want to do a lot of drugs.
I think I was a hippie if I had to choose an era.
Really?
It was the hippie era, yeah. That's me.
Psychedelics and all?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I just don't. I be thinking about the hippies jumping off the buildings.
No.
I'd be like, the hippies, you saw the hippies, they stole our joints. They stole, well, literally. But they stole our movement. They co-opted it, and then they became the people that made cannabis legal. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm going to go to the phones. Man, I was just having. I feel like sometimes shouldn't be talking because then it'd be like I'm talking against somebody. I'm not talking against anybody. These are just my thoughts. These are just the things that I see in the game. Hey, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Let's go to the live line. Riis, we got any callers on that line? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show?
Good morning, Maze.
Anthony, I seen you making fun of me on my Facebook page the other day. What's going on, man?
I wasn't making fun of you, brother. I was just letting you know I'm out there and I'm checking on you.
I appreciate you, Anthony. I know you always be looking out for me.
All right. But to the business. First of all, JB hasn't proven he can win statewide office or stay as the incumbent without a strong and solidified Cook County and the Collar counties. Okay? Now, he around here, king making and whatnot, and has yet to engage with the community that really supported him, i.e. black folks. Okay? Now, if I was JB and I knew I had to run down state 2 to have some votes, one of the first things I would do is I'd sit down and talk with David Moore. Hey, dude, dig this here. It's getting ready to get messy out here. We need a united front, and I want to support you. However, that spot you're looking at ain't good for you. Look at the mayor's seat in the city of Chicago. Now, we're gonna mop up all your debt for the campaign you've run thus far. And we're going to put some millions in your funds to run for the mayor of Chicago. Because she got to go. She got to go. Now, that's they say backroom stuff like that. That's the conversation he needs to have with David Moore. Because, see, I got to endorse somebody black, and I got to make them a person that everybody, JB helped so-and-so, and he doing good. But if JB sits here and thinks he can run statewide with a splinter Cook County Democratic Party, he's sadly mistaken. Because he don't play well down in Southern Illinois. And they proved that he can win statewide office without Cook County. Now, when he ran the first time, good old JB, plenty of money, and the folks down there, they didn't like him. He didn't win that down Southern Illinois. He had his votes before he even started. Look, counting the votes in Southern Illinois. But then again, he was running against Rounder. But he needed a strong showing in Cook County. He don't want to be the one that messed around because he's sitting there kowtowing to one side of the Democratic Party as opposed to trying to keep everything united. He don't want to be the one that lets the Cook County, one of the strongest Democratic bases in the country, all of a sudden is in turmoil because people playing dope fiend games or whatever you want to. It's out there. I don't care. Dope fiend games or whatnot, man. But he don't want no smoke. So he needs to do some kind of gesture to prove that hey, look, I still want my black people to vote for me. I need you. JB don't really even want to be the governor of the state of Illinois. You know what he wants, right?
What does he want?
That he wants to be the president of the United States. And if he fails here, he can't do that.
He got to get on the treadmill for that one.
Okay. They always tell you about being able to play chess instead of checkers. In chess, you have to envision several moves, not one move, but you got to think about your next 3 or 4 moves. And some of the moves he's got to make, such as a grabbing of David Brown, say, man, look, I'm going to get you out the way. We're going to sit you over here. Start picking on the mayor of Chicago because that's where we think you'd be better served at. The Jesse White thing, I never trusted or liked Jesse White, no way. When he refused to run for governor, he going to sit there and, let everybody else run for governor. People, well, we ain't going to get into all of that. But that position has for years been the step before becoming the governor of the state of Illinois. Now, if he was scared to become governor, he should have been scared to do anything, even endorse a replacement. But that's how a lot of this stuff started, because he didn't do what he should have done.
Man.
Do you see where I'm going with that?
I be seeing, and I be talking.
All right. and another thing, and one more thing before we leave.
Come on,
we were talking about getting Miss Ruthie an additional day. One day of the week, we need to let Miss Ruthie do the lineup and say what the question's gonna be, man.
Hey man, she got to get here a little earlier.
Oh,
Well, hey,
you
I think she's good.
Either that or she got.
I think she's good for the job. She gives us a sense of calmness to our platform. Man.
See,
and we got to,
There you go with this black girl magic.
I agree, Anthony.
This shit not right. And then when I say, all right, be here your extra day, then she gonna be like, what time I gotta get there? Do I gotta be there?
She gonna have it. Maeve, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen is you're gonna find yourself in the middle of the week with a day where you ain't really gotta go all out to make sure everything goes straight because she gonna do it.
Let me tell you what. I am gonna tell you what.
All right.
No, Anthony. I would tell you this.
Think about it, man. Don't say nothing yet. Just think about it.
Just think about it.
All right, I appreciate you, Anthony. Thank you for calling. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We got any callers on that line, Riis? All right, so I guess y'all give us a call 872-259-7474. The Ruthie Mo Show. I tried to give Ruthie a show. I think she should do like a 15-minute podcast, if nothing else, because she got a lot to say.
I don't got much to say. I'm a co-host.
I know, but if we
I need somebody to play off of.
When we get you,
I can't talk to myself like you, Maze.
Oh,
it's actually it is admirable that you can do this show. Literally, sometimes you be talking to Riis, but sometimes he don't be want to talk back when he get mad at you.
I know. I just be saying Riis just so I could be, because I don't want to be saying self.
But you literally can talk to yourself like it is masterful.
I could have a conversation with myself where it would be like, Maze, do you really believe that? You're so crazy. Man, you should have seen how it went. I could do voices and everything. Like I really could.
Say only geniuses talk to themselves, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes I'd be like, what the hell was you thinking?
Oh, they say it's a fine line though.
Like if you ever when you talk to yourself, do you actually hear a voice? And so like only 30% of the world can actually do it. So you're just like you.
I told you that time I was rolling and God talked to me, and I was like, I did like.
Really?
Did you light it?
Nah, I was like,
I don't think that was God.
Look, I promise you. Look.
Oh no!
He was like Maze. And then he even called me Maze. So I was like,
hey, what he must have say? The upper room.
Look, man. So I was like, I was like, okay, this is crazy. This is my cousin told me what happened. I say, Maze. He was like,
did you see him?
No.
Okay, you just heard him.
My cousin looked at his party favor, threw it out the window.
Are you serious?
As a heart attack. Threw
it out the window?
And it was
maybe I'm a risk taker because I would want to know what you about to say to me. I need some answers.
Did he have a black voice?
I don't know that it was a black. I don't know that it was it. It was like I audibly heard it twice.
What?
Audibly, not like imagine.
You got the confirmation too.
Like I was like I cannot, and it was.
Maison.
And that's when I said it was my Paul to Damascus moment, and it's like when I promise you, by the time I got home, I started thinking about all of the stuff that we had done, the black, like the community benefits agreement, all of that. And I was just like, damn. And it was also the same day that I found out about less than $1 million being spent in Chicago State with all of that budget. And and I promise you, that's the day I went off the rails.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I literally heard God.
That's like enlightenment almost.
It was like, I feel like it was the day the blinders actually came off. And I'm not going to say I regretted it, but I do feel like it was the beginning of my toil for literally 10 years. I remember being like, I'm in this car. I was balling out. I was doing it. And within a year from that moment, it was from being on the top of the world to being underneath. And It is when I could no longer read the stories the same way. It was when I feel like I looked at the news like, did you remember that show with the girl with the chest? And she was like a drug addict.
Yeah, she was smart. She take drugs, but I don't
she
really saw that. Yeah, like she like in an orphan home or something.
She
like
was
that.
in an orphanage, and they used to give her sedatives, but they made her hallucinate or whatever. And she would, like at night, she would go to sleep, and the chess pieces she would close her eyes and go to sleep. This was like one of the biggest things on Netflix during the pandemic. And she played chess. Y'all know what it was. What's it called? And then the chess, like she'd go to sleep or lay down, and these drugs would be in her head, and the chess moves in pieces, and she would see the board in a different way. And I feel like that when that happened, it was like when I see the paper or I read the stories, I read them in a different way now. And I feel like that was the moment that the light came on. Like if you could pinpoint a moment, I was literally on I-57 coming home. I had literally just passed McLean County, right? And McLean County, and that's how I know. You know how I knew, Riis? Because you know once you hit McLean County, you be like, extinguish everything. Make sure you drive 10 and 2, right? You don't want, because McLean County, they will stop you for anything. And it is the number one ticket. And once I got past McLean County, it was like, psh.
So what strand was that? Like, did you just hear? You just like your cousin? Can you ask your cousin what strand that was?
I think my cousin. I don't even think we wasn't even up on strands at that point, right? Like the evolution of like so much happened, in that moment, right? Like it wasn't, and I promise you, I want to believe that it was the strand, but I hadn't really.
Yeah, this is like so off topic, but it goes along with what we're talking about. But like I know
just the hippie stuff going.
I'm just saying.
Here goes Ruthie the hippie. Here goes hippie girl.
There is so much power in recreational drug use, and when you can harness the power of what I would consider to be recreational
I wasn't
drugs,
using recreational drugs.
I'm just saying, like, but they can be used in that way. Like when you need to like get clarity about stuff, or you are seeking some type of enlightenment. And that's why they be making the stuff illegal, because they don't want us to reach our highest heights. They don't want us to be able to talk directly to the source. They don't want the spittle to get out of your eye, my brother.
No, what they don't want is you in my garage taking my lawnmower and my drill. That's what they don't want.
No, ain't nobody ever smoked and said, I'm gonna go steal that lawnmower right there, yo.
Just depending on what they smoke. They don't
Nobody ever smoke marijuana. It's like anybody ever smoke marijuana and be like,
okay, but that ain't the only smoke. That's not the only recreational drug.
That's why it's a slippery slope, because people don't know how to control themselves.
With crack, you're not controlling yourself.
Crack is not a drug that one would use to reach a different phase of enlightenment.
Do if you want to learn how to. Some of the things I haven't seen a crackhead do is
that ain't enlightenment.
You don't want to sleep for 2 days. You want to reach that enlightenment.
No, but yeah, I literally. Oh, and the name of the show was Queen's Gambit. Shout out to Tori Barrett. Queen's Gambit was the name of the show. But yeah, it's like that moment. From that moment, it's like I'll be honest with you, I couldn't be quiet. If that makes sense. Like, there are moments. This will be very difficult for people to believe, but I am very insecure when it comes to speaking in public or really sharing my opinion. I'm really nervous about that until I feel like something happens. And then when that happens, it's like sometimes I watch these shows back and I be like,
It's called being moved by the spirit. And when you tap in, you can't untap. It's more harder to untap.
well, Lord have mercy. Could you untap me from something? Like this when he be like, I swear I feel like sometimes when he be like, Lord, if this cup could pass from me, please do.
Mm-hmm.
Like some days I truly, honestly wish that I could just
turn it off.
Yes. I really wish that I could just close my eyes and go along and be okay. And it's like, it's very difficult for me for people to go in and out with that. Right? Like it's hard for me. It's hard for me when people say you're right, but, and I be like, I'm not going to say, like, I promise you, even at the University of Chicago thing I wanted to see, but I didn't want to say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's like I feel like I don't always want to be the only person who sees it. Or the only person that has to call it out. And I has to, because I sometimes feel like I be moved.
Mm-hmm.
To, like, I'd be like, okay, I ain't even, like, I just be like, then it just be punching me up, and it's like, so you're not gonna say nothing yet? Watch this. Then they keep talking. Then they keep talking. And they keep talking. And they'd be like, all right!
Yeah.
And some days I know we be having these conversations. So shout out to I can't think of the sister's name from Soleil, because she was like, Mace, you can't quit. Look, she said you had me around here on pins and needles 2 weeks ago. We just know we couldn't have you. And it's funny, my son told me, so Saturday he gets in the car and he says, so my mom told me that you knew all of those people and you were instrumental in helping all of this, and like after watching Genius, because they had watched it together. And he was like, man, what happened? You know, I would say that comparatively, we've done pretty well. But I literally was like black people. Right? Like I was on my path to becoming a hip-hop puffy mogul. Well, I could take that. Eat, drink, sleep, kick it. And it's just like, y'all won't leave me alone. Like these black things just won't leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Let me be free. But I think I would tell you that there are so many times this weekend when I was like, some of the people just like, oh my God, like, and not, I gotta tell you, it does satisfy my ego, but it more so is when it's not like, you know what I loved about, can I tell you what I loved about Kiana Barber's event this weekend? I felt like it was the genuineness of people. I.e., I usually feel like when I go into the room of who's who, quote unquote, they all mad at me because they're participating. I felt like going to this event, it was like just the relief of people who like I felt like at Kiana Barber's event, those are the people that I hope are able to benefit from the work that we do. I feel like when you go to the baked in stuff, it's the people that are dancing to our demise, sort of.
Upholding instead of building, in a sense.
Yes. And I felt like going to this event, like, I mean, it was like the first time where I did not have like an attitude. Like I was like, hey, you know, like I wasn't like, okay, let's go. Like, there was a lot of selfies, but these weren't the people that were it was power, but it was like the power that needs to be harnessed, that is not seen, is not voiced, is not communicated about. And seeing all of those black vendors and seeing like the hope of a generation of business leaders and people who recognize that they need to build with our people, not on our people.
That's deep.
Well, I mean, you think about it. Like, they were there. They're like, it was like they're there trying to figure the way out. Not out, but the way forward. I feel like when we go to a lot of events, a lot of times I feel like there's the photo shoots, the photo booths, there's all the selfies the next day, there's all the, I was with such and such. But what does that all add up to? Like, add up all of the outcomes, all of the people that took all them selfies, and then you add up all of the people in that event that had done some work or worked together or found an opportunity there. Like, she employed people, she hired people, she showcased people, she gave, not the people that you get props for getting showcasing because it does you a solid. I literally had a good time. Genuinely, and it's not a diss to anybody else, but I feel like a lot of times you go to these events and everybody is so busy being like, that they're here. Like, I'm here to be seen, which, don't get me twisted, because I told you, I don't even go to no games if I can't be seen. But there was something different about the energy, and it felt like there was a collective as compared to, I don't even know how to explain it. So anyway, shout out to Kiana Barber. Shout out to the Legacy Awards. Riis, that's no calls up there, huh? It is calls. Let's go to the callers. Callers, you on the Maze? Riis like, yes, it is. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson show. It's cracking.
Hi, Maze. This is Uncle Rosie.
Uncle Rosie, what's up, man? Did I miss you on Saturday?
Yeah, you did. And I'm going to tell you why, because I thought I was in the way. And, but let me say this. Based on what you guys are talking about today, it's what I've been looking for. You see, until you have that experience that you, and forgive me, all of you spoke of, that those are the people, those are the ones who I'm going to say this carefully, who God has already called and designated. Now, when we get together, you see, because I too have heard the voice, it called me by my name. I'm telling you, hey, and when you guys spoke, let me tell you, these are the ones we need to galvanize. They know something. I mean, it's not putting no one else down, because if you were called, you were called. It's simple as that, but we have to believe in something. Man, this is real. This is real. And I can tell you about I-75. I, too, had an experience on that road. I went blind one day, driving over 65 miles an hour. Had a passenger in my car because I thought I wanted to try Uber and, try it out. I was retired. What was I going to do at my time? And I absolutely, if you ever saw Star Trek and the how they go in the hyperspace, and everything goes to the most finite point. My lane was getting smaller and smaller each time my wheel turned, and all I could see lights flashing by both ways. And you know what happened?
What?
I think what saved me, if there was ever a reason to offer other than
divine calling was that my thoughts were not so much about me, because I was concerned, but I spoke to the self of me and said, well, what about all these innocent people on this highway? If I lose control or just swerve for a second or moment, I can cause a catastrophe. I was not selfish in that moment. And I think maybe all of them were more blessed than I was, so I was saved. I'm telling you guys, this is the think tank I'm trying to get. These are the people I want to talk to because we can share some stuff. Grow strong and be made stronger. Thank you for entertaining me.
Thank you, Uncle Rosie. We appreciate you calling us all the time. And you ain't never in the way. Don't be starting that mess. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Don't be talking about that. Don't you start acting like these millennials. Somebody. I just need somebody to tell me how.
We need you, Uncle Rosie.
Yes, Uncle Rosie, we do. So we'll treat you like a millennial if you need us to. We could rock about. Come here, little baby.
Just remember what generation taught the millennials.
Come on, Riis. Let them know the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Nah, what we should have did was we should have told y'all go pick y'all switch. Instead, we brought y'all.
Our grandmothers did that.
Right, but the parents did.
Good, because y'all know how cruel it was.
Because y'all got tired of staying at home on Saturdays with your daddy because he was gonna make you go out there and pick up the leaves.
And low key, y'all ain't had no trees in y'all yards. That's why
I had trees in my yard.
Could you get a good switch from it?
Yeah.
We had a
first of all, we had a weeping willow.
Oh my God!
Which might as well be a bullwhip.
Are you serious?
Yes, we did.
That's trauma.
Yes, we had a weeping. Go get you a switch off that bad boy.
Trauma.
That bad boy, you could hear it coming. And even the skinnier, and the worse it was, the skinnier it was.
Did they at least take the leaves off of it?
Yeah, well, that makes it worse though to me.
But honestly, you know what? Let me tell you how cruel these grandparents was with these switches to pick every leaf off one by one while they talking to you about the whooping that you about to get. So my thing, I just rip the leaves off before I hand it to you, because you have to pick your own anyway. So you ain't finna get the satisfaction of picking off these leaves one by one. I'm just gonna take them all off. Here, whoop me.
I ain't going to get the stick. Listen.
You wouldn't?
Nah, you finna whoop me already.
So wait, what you going? You just hold them? No, I ain't going to get the switch.
Listen,
you gotta catch me or something. You was brave, Riis.
I'm straight, man. You got to. I'm already in trouble.
That's why I switched to belts, Riis. You messed up the switch for us.
Oh man, listen, my mom.
I think I prefer a belt between a belt and a weeping willow.
You would take which one?
The willow. I mean the belt.
No, I take the tree.
No, see.
At least the tree ain't. No, I take the tree because that got a chance of breaking them belts.
Oh no,
them aerodynamic.
A willow tree ain't breaking. It's
what kind of tree they hit you with? It's supposed to be a branch maze, not a limb.
Ruthie, they just were pliable. Remember, weeping willows, the leaves go to the water, so it's already a bend, and they're very much like it's like a straight whip. Like, and then it would be like kind of strong, and then towards the end it'd get floppy. So it'll be like you could literally, like I used to practice with that bad boy, like flicking stuff on the.
Yeah, I would have ran.
One day I'm gonna beat my child, and then I was like, never again.
One day I'm gonna whoop my son with this.
I'm gonna practice.
Ooh, I can't wait.
I say I got it out on the pledges though. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Riis's calls on the line. Is somebody on the line? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show? What's up?
What's good, family? What's good? What's cracking?
What up, Devin the dude. You know, Devin was doing everything, so he popped up. Did you know Ntwa Dumela had a petition pop up for Kerry and some other candidates? So Devin went over there, put up the tent, then came over to TP, ran the meeting, then Devin went on about there, and then I know he hit the streets because he called talking about he needs some more petitions. What's up, Devo? How you feeling, man? Mr. Vice President?
Hey, man, what's up? What's going on? Hey, what's up, Ruthie? What's going on, Riis? What's cracking, man?
Not much.
What's going on, man?
Hey, like the man said, man, hey, we got to finish this week off strong. So everybody that's in the universe, if you haven't signed the Carry for Assessor petition, please reach out. Every signature matters. We finishing off strong. We obliterating the competition, and we putting in work. Shout out to Alvin. Thank you, bro. Alvin also jumped in, man. So, hey, shout out to everybody. Every contribution is important. Everybody matters, man. So if you just need to tap in, just tap in. And shout out to Constance, man. Like, just everybody just coming together, man, and putting in work. Everybody's input is important. So, man, just keep it up. And we out here kicking butt, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Thank you, Devo. Thank you. Shout out to Constance Foster, the greeter. She actually came to the meeting. She came to the meeting, and I think she got a standing ovation.
Straight up?
Yeah, because, Constance Foster, she had a whiff of a t-shirt, hoodie on, too. She was ready. Yes. It's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm telling you, this Black People First thing is
Who came in with all them petitions this week, though? Was it a competition?
Oh, it was a competition. So
Okay.
Leah, 25 sheets.
Yeah, what?
Valoria, 26.
Did Valoria count them like one at a time?
Mm-hmm. She said, "I don't, no."
I don't never count them.
She right.
What she do?
She walked over to Leah and them table and said, "Hey,
straight up."
Yep.
We made it to the 20s.
Okay, so let me tell you, the What's in It for the Black People First Party Army is doing a 71% good on our signature. I don't even know how to explain to you what this group of people meeting over the course of this week has accomplished. I don't, like, every day you inspire me. Antoine, I know you just asked, are we coming back to the 34th Ward? Yes, we are. And as a matter of fact, I want to do it next week. Guys, we gotta come back, and when we come back, I got to be able to meet with the 34th Ward. Shout out to Devin, Felicia, and to Dr. Audrey. We need to recircle back together and get back out to the 34th Ward to Ada Park so you all can get up and going. I bit off a lot. So what I want to do is get you all involved in your own success. So let's get that on the schedule sooner rather than later. Ruthie, I'm telling you, is there somebody on the line, Riis? It's calls on the line. Let me help him. I want to talk to him. It's Monday. What's going on, y'all? It's the Mace Jackson Show. Caller?
Hello?
Hello?
Morning.
Hi. This is Miss Raspberry. Mace, I've been listening. Yeah.
Hey, Miss Raspberry, how you doing? Are you related to the Raspberries that went to Greater Metropolitan?
No, what you know about that?
So first
that's
of all,
my whole family. They built that church.
So check this out. I'm pretty close, with Reverend L.W. Craig. Right? We talk about that.
Oh, wow.
Greater Metropolitan Missionary Baptist Church is the church that I come from. Matter of fact, I just spoke at Otis Joyner's homegoing maybe a few months ago.
And then his wife is
Joyce Joyner. Mm-hmm. Understand that the Raspberry, Kathy Raspberry was my first girlfriend.
You like her?
Kathy Raspberry was my first girlfriend. She was 25 years old and I was 6. I got pictures with her, but I took her to Great America, and now even though she's married, I think I think her husband might still be jealous because
guess what? She's married to my cousin.
See, I know the Raspberries. See, look at you. Calling up here talking about think I didn't know who the Raspberries was.
But Mace, I love you, and the only reason I don't want to be a silent supporter, you told me the other day on your show, I don't need you to be a silent supporter. And that's what I'm not going to be.
You know what? Thank you.
And I didn't know we was family. All my folks don't have me pull my guns out for people who coming against you.
Now
they don't pull my guns out.
Don't pull them out. Just keep them ready. Because they be coming. They be coming. But I'm going to tell you, see how small this world is? You see that? You see how small this world is? I'm going to tell you, you just made my day. You have just made my day.
You better keep doing what you're doing. Would you please? I'll listen to you. And when you said silent supporter, what you gonna do to build an army?
Oh, so we meet every Saturday at 10 to 1. And I'm going to tell you what, 10 to 1 at 5401 South Wentworth it's called the TP. And I'm going to tell you, we are building an army. And if you don't believe us,
you got an army.
Well, I need to see
and you know Raspberry? And you know that old crazy Othello?
And
come Damon
on,
Williams?
And Silver,
yes.
And come on now. And Karusha and Ivan and Jason.
No, you better stop.
And don't get me talking about AB now. I know everybody.
You better not mention AB.
Now, you know I'm going to mention AB.
But anyway, no, wait then. So now I already know.
And you know
I'm not just silent.
Do you know who my mama is? Do you know Jean Randall? You might not. You might not remember from a while back. But yep, we used to go to the Raspberries over on Euclid every Sunday after church. Othello was my.
Euclid. Othello. You need to stop.
You don't see? I told you. You think I'm playing? I know the Raspberries. I know the Raspberries. Like, man,
well,
Othello,
then when I come up in, when
I visit Othello when I go to Houston.
Well, you know what, Maze? I've been listening to you, and I've been silent. And now, you know, I'm about to be a warrior.
That is what I'm talking about.
With you.
I need you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me. I need y'all support.
Woke up a warrior.
But you know what?
It's a warrior. That's good.
It's a lot of us. It's a lot of warriors out here. Right? We just got to give them a place to go, a place to meet, a place to gather, a place where they can look around and know that you ain't the only one.
Hello.
Right? I'm going to tell you, those Saturday meetings, I don't like to be committed to nothing where I got to be there every week. I wake up looking forward to Saturday morning meetings because I feel like I'm in a room full of warriors. Now, I'm going to tell you, I got some elder warriors because, you know.
And y'all don't ever be want to leave. That's how I know it be good.
Man, I'm going to start. We're going to have us a screen. We should do a genius screening. Teach the old folks about the new folks.
Or just put me in charge of ending the meeting. I'll make sure we out of there on time.
Ruthie, you always trying to go somewhere. You always got something to do. You know how old folks be. I'm one of the old folks now. I'm one of the old folks now. We be at church. You know, it be like church be my social. That's my social out.
People there. They be
right. Kicking it. I'm like, okay.
We gonna start moving the room over to the other side.
They finna leave out.
I'm
finna get up out of here.
Listen, I'll be like, okay, it's time to go. Listen, at first, y'all, it was supposed to be from 10 to 11.
No, what?
That was the original plan, 10 to 11. Then they say, okay, 10 to 1.
Well, that was because it was supposed to be 10
Nah, they be told, ooh, can we order lunch? No!
Yes, we going to start having lunch. And you know what we going to do, Ruthie? See, we got a built-in audience. We just need to put the lunch on the other side and let everybody still hang out.
Oh, goodness. It is it's just a lot of fun. I be around like-minded people.
Yes.
But I don't know about that infiltration you just told me about, though.
Oh, no, we going to...
You got to watch that. Normally, I be at the door on security. So, y'all lucky I had to be out of
Because everybody
town.
be super scared that Ruthie's at the door. They be like, uh-oh, what's she going to do?
Normally there's a man there.
Yes.
And then...
It's usually James or Devin.
Uh-huh.
And then Ruthie manages the store. It was just too much going on this week. And then, you know, Big Swill had his little shindigs going on. But I'm going to tell you, it was great for the family. Y'all need to join the Black People First Party every Saturday from 10 to 1. Jonathan Jackson came by. Jonathan Jackson came by, but he missed it because we was camouflaged. So he ain't know where to go.
Okay.
Right? But it's all right because it's our secret headquarters. It's the secret meeting spot for like-minded Black people. You know, I was watching Judas and the Black Messiah. It's like our own fort.
Not a good time to be watching that one.
Oh, well, it's like our own fort, though. Right? Like a place where you can go, where you can be around. Mm-hmm. Right? And then, man, you know.
It's comfortable, too.
They got good seating, chairs. You got to bring, if you're going to drink something, you got to bring your own because we don't be having none of that.
Mm-mm.
But it is a nice place. And if you want to play some pool, we need a couch.
Mm-mm. They be up in there trying to take naps.
We need a couple couches. Telling you, people sit on the couch, sit on down, chill on out.
If y'all like to listen to Maze during the week, on Saturdays you get a different version, and I think it might be one that many of y'all actually might like.
What you trying to say? They don't like me?
No. Saturday's Maze is a different Maze, and if y'all ever wanted to like interact back with Maze when he be talking, because people sometimes they be getting out of control, they don't be raising their hand and waiting their turn, but you get to literally like interact back, and it's like it's like part political education, part fellowship, part training. Like it's just like a nice. It's something for everybody in there.
I was thinking about. So the challenge I think happens is that there's nobody teaches you, and Carrie and I were talking about it. Like the political process is no longer a fun thing. It's like the political process is show up and do what I say, no explanation, nobody really understanding what's going on,
because the game is to be sold and not told.
And so, hold on, Ruthie.
I'll keep talking. I'll be talking
listening
again.
Okay, so Ruthie, I feel like if you're looking for a place to become politically involved, and you want to put black people first, and you don't want to feel like you're compromised, join us on Saturdays. Every Saturday, 10 to 1, 5401 South Wentworth. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I feel like, Ruthie, I want to go back to school. Because I enjoy, like, I feel like there's a lecture component of it. There's a interaction. Like, I enjoy the questions. Now, sometimes I'll be like, y'all gonna let me finish?
That's what I said.
Hold on.
I need to be the sergeant at arms.
We need to, but I think, and as we continue, we need to formalize it. But I was thinking, nobody teaches you. It's like you show up and they act like, have you ever been in something where everybody acts like you just know what you're doing? And so everybody just be acting like they know what they're doing, but they don't really know what they're doing. And until somebody stops and says, no, this is how you do it, right? That's why our meetings are so long. Because there's the work part, but there's the explaining the method to the madness. Because next go round, I'm not going to have the time to explain it to you, because we're going to have to hit the ground running.
It's almost like a lecture, like not like, it's like the lecture, then you do the lab. Like, you ever heard of that concept? Like that's kind of like what it is. And I think you do a really good job of explaining it. But the thing that I like the most is that there are so many diverse, like, people in the room, but it's like we all got that one goal. Different, like, but we got that one goal, which is just black people first. So it's just so interesting to see it come together.
Yes. I'm going to tell you, too. Regardless of, Carrie has got, let me tell you that black people first has stepped up, Ruthie, with some numbers that are almost impeccable. It is amazing to see all those people come in every week with their sheets. To see that we are building an organization that actually understands the rudiment. Can I tell you, after this petition process, I would not be surprised if people start trying to come to us to get their petitions done.
Oh, absolutely.
The petition game is a new level of thinking that people don't really know. But I gotta tell you, man, that wasn't for the black people and black people first party thing. It's really starting to blossom. Ruthie, what we gotta do is we gotta now start to deputize people. I gotta trust the great people like we got, like Dr. Audrey, like Devin, like Felicia, who have put together their operation and that they can take it and run. Because the 34th Ward is ready to go.
They ready.
They ready. And sometimes it becomes overwhelming. But I got to tell you, Ruthie, last week was probably one of my best work weeks, period, because it was organized. Right? Like it was, I knew where I was supposed to be. I wasn't guessing. I wasn't like, oh my God, did I miss something? All the meetings were in the same place at the same time. And it allowed me to sleep better this week, not to mention my sleep number. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all what. That bad boy, I've been looking at my sleep number. They be
Have
like,
you jumped in it? Just test it out. Like, to see, like, do the other side move? Or is it ain't like that?
It do, but it don't.
You can't put the glass of wine on?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. I'm not testing it, though, because I'd be my luck to clean it up. But I'm going to tell you, for the last few weeks, people been, I would say the early part of February, it was rocky. But closing out this month, it's like everything going to be all right. And not only is it going to be all right, but it's going to be like abundant.
Claim it.
I'm looking for, I want to let y'all know that this is the last week for petitions. Make it tough for them. Not for you. Make it tough for who it needs to be tough for. Make them work. Make them think. I want to thank everybody that has participated in our challenge and has helped. Please, let's finish strong. We taking in them petitions on Friday. Bring them in anytime, all day, every day. Let's kick some butt. Black people first. Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all go to today? Can y'all go to the Carrie Steele page, Carrie for Assessor? Like it, share it. Make sure that you're liking it on all platforms. Let's make the needle move. Right? We got an opportunity. We got a few opportunities here. So I want to ask y'all to make sure that y'all do that. All right. Ruthie, I'm getting this alert that says you put on my calendar that we got a meeting today at 9:15, which means I got to wrap this thing up. All right, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. So, you got anything you want to say, Ruthie, before you go?
I'm finna want me to take the alert off?
No.
One alert.
I need that. Okay. I like that.
Carry for assessor.
Riis, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I need some merch. Carry for assessor merch.
We got to get some merch. Got to get a shirt. Riis, anything from you before we go?
Yeah, we need some more days with Ruthie in here.
You need to just stop being like that and talk more to Maze.
That's all right.
Reese, that's all he say, and then I'll be ready to answer. He be answering for me anyway. But I'm telling you, I really enjoy sitting in here and listen. I'm trying to tell you,
you like producing.
I really just like listening to May's mind. Then I be looking like,
Reese. Okay. I say Reese, so I don't have to say Maze. It's like I don't really be expecting you to answer. It's sometimes when you talking to yourself, you need to act like you talking to somebody else. I don't like. I'd be like Reese. So Reese, right? It's like when I was my old man was the preacher at church,
and they would say somebody's name.
They say your name in the front row, right? Because
I always thought they did it because you wasn't paying attention.
They do, but they also do it.
Somebody moved.
Sonya.
Okay.
That's Sonya with a new hairdo.
With a new hairdo.
She got a new hairdo now.
I already
looking
told
like,
Sonya,
looking like
coming in here with
looking like Foxy Brown.
She gonna have to
can't even see
picture
through the crowd. Look, she got. Come on, stick your head in here. Say hi to the people. They ain't seen you in a long time. Come on in here. Get on the camera real quick. Stand right here. Bend down so the people can see you. Y'all remember? All right, y'all. This is what you look like right there. All right, y'all say hi to Sonya. Look. We got the whole band. In a minute, we going to have everybody over here. Look, y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show.
You so petty. Petty.
But we pay on time.
It's the last day of Black History Month.
Oh, dang.
You know what? Read the card on the way out. Read the card on the way out.
You don't tell us what to do. You ain't you.
Thank you, Ruthie.
I'm sorry. Ruthie, here's some more day. Now, look, Ruthie, look, why you talking to me? Look.
I know, right?
She know Ruthie know who she supposed to listen to. Go on, Ruthie.
Black History Flashcard number 44. Paul Robeson, April 9th, 1898 to January 23rd, 1976.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Riis. Athletic and performing artist who became involved in the civil rights movement. First black actor to play Shakespeare's Othello on Broadway. What? It wasn't Mekhi Phifer? Supported Pan-Africanism, sang for loyalist soldiers during Spain's Civil War, took part in anti-Nazi demonstrations. The last one is that he was blacklisted from domestic concert venues, record labels, and film studios due to his advocacy of anti-imperialism, affiliation with communism, and criticism of the United States government. Paul Robeson.
Hey, didn't he sing? He had a play or something. He was on TV. They got a high school named after him.
That thing.
Robeson.
Robeson.
The Robeson
It's on the west
Raiders.
side, right?
No.
South side?
I don't even think Robeson is open.
Ooh, Dr. R just said they closed the school.
Robeson Raiders, yep. We used to always see them and be like, y'all ain't the real Raiders. And I guess we know who are. Go Bolingbrook. Sorry. All right, y'all. Black History Flashcard number 43, Volume 1, the Olmecs, as early as 1200 BCE to about 400 BCE. The first great Mesoamerican civilization. Olmecs appeared to practice ritual bloodletting and played the Mesoamerican ball game, hallmarks of nearly all subsequent Mesoamerican societies. The Olmec civilization was first defined through artifacts and collectors purchased and considered among ancient Americans' most striking. Monumental sacred complexes, massive stone sculpture, ball games, chocolate drinking, and animal gods were features of the Olmec culture. Believed to be of African ancestry by African scholars and are heralded as one of the foundations of the book by Ivan van Sertima entitled They Came Before Columbus. The distinctly African features of a broad nose and thick lips led many to these conclusions. Some say the noses and the lips are thick because of dull tools. However, see, white people would just steal your stuff.
Let me see my ancestors.
Hold on. Some say, see how, just like Hitler shot the nose off the Sphinx because they didn't want y'all to know the Sphinx was black. I had no clue. But this is how white people do you, and they put it on the card. One more time. Some say the noses and lips are thick because of dull tools. However, they have impeccable eyelids and hair. If one can carve an eyelid, then why can't a narrow nose? Because he black, that's why. Hey, y'all, this is the Olmecs, as early as 1200 BCE to about 400 BCE. And let me just tell you, this Black History flashcard, I had no clue. None. I did not know who the Olmecs were. See your ancestors.
See my ancestors.
All right, y'all. That is the Maze Jackson Show. So for Maze and Riis, Ruthie, and y'all just saw Black Sonya up in here.
Hey, why that's her name in my phone? Sonya.
Black Sonya.
You got Black. Did she tell you that?
No, I just because I already know Sonya from here. So
well, that's what.
That's
so imagine this. It used to be the both of them used. So it used to be Sonya and Sonya, and Sonya was my producer, and Sonya was the board op. So it'd be like Black Sonya, Sonya. Because we didn't really call her Latina Sonya.
Couldn't.
Right.
Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Hey, y'all. Happy Black History Month. Let me ask a question. If somebody asks you to do a Black History program and it's not Black History Month, do you think they really just didn't want to do a Black History Month program?
No, because Black History is 365.
If it's somebody white.
Right.
It's 365.
All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll talk about it all tomorrow. And again, we didn't do anything on the paper.
It was not Hitler and the nose. They think it was Napoleon with the Sphinx.
Oh, right. That's right. Napoleon and the Sphinx. My bad. Hitler, Napoleon, Hitler.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ukraine.
Short little white guys.
Ukraine, Russian.
Don't do that. That's what happened to Whoopi. That's what happened
white
to
guys,
Whoopi.
no, wait.
No, I'm just saying.
I didn't talk about them, though.
Don't downplay it. Don't mix Hitler and how them people will come at you.
Well, Napoleon and Hitler were bad. They were considered like the same. If you were looking at the mark of the beast, right, and you was looking at the people that went to conquer the world and then they overstepped. They was all the same.
It'd be in that. No, you do not understand what Hitler did to all people.
Hey, you're right. You're right.
You're
right.
Do it.
White supremacy. Hey, you think Tamon say that to white supremacy too?
No, he'd be like. All right, y'all. This is a Maze Jackson Show. Riis, Ruthie, Maze. Every day I ask the same question: what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, "We out of here. Peace."
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.